We're here to define what a man is, right?
Responsibility creates struggle, struggle creates strength, and strength creates structure.
How many people care about what people think about them? Be honest.
As a man, you got to be able to protect not just yourself, but your family.
When we talk about being a man, it's your behaviors.
But I don't say any of this to brag. I don't say any of this to gloat my life up or I'm better than anybody.
I start crying. I'm like, why am I crying? And so what I realized was,
you put yourself in a target-rich environment. You are the only woman that paid for a ticket to come to this event.
if you're trying to teach your daughter to be around a certain man and you're not that man yourself, she gonna choose you.
Hey, let me not touch this nigga. He too clean. Where is that on you?
It's not on me.
It's not on you. The only reason why it's not on you is because you didn't choose it.
Find the women who can actually help you build. And here's some deep game for you. You don't have to have sex with all of them.
Since 2016, I've been following Lucario and Miles. Y'all changed my life. Followed by Uncle Ram. So ever since then, I've been getting a little bit of too much ass at times.
As you know, as a man, there's a balance to it. Your purpose and pussy. And the heavier your purpose,
Even if you lose the relationship, you don't lose yourself. And that's the most important part. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, now, real quick, for those of you who are in attendance, or maybe you're gonna pop in later. Miles Cunningham, he's out of town right now, so I believe he will be in at some point. I don't know if he's gonna make a cameo appearance or if he's gonna be here for an extended period of time. That I don't know, so I'm still waiting to find that out. But regardless of that, the show must go on. Jay Roman, how you been, man? It's been a minute.
What's up? What's up? Happy to be back. Just busy grinding and making some things happen on this end. But man, Zach, I appreciate it, man. Appreciate the love and always having me come on the show and come back.
Okay, not a problem, fam. Not a problem at all.
You know, for everybody that might have forgot me, my name is Jay Roman. I have a channel that doesn't have much on there. I don't think there's much on there on the YouTube. It's called the Jay Roman Way. And but we will be building from here. Like always, that's where I'm gonna start off at, and that's where I'm just gonna leave it at for now.
All right, that's what's up. So real quick, Uncle Guns is in the building. What's up, fam? Unique 79. Salute to all the moderators and everybody in the chat. Phoenix Smiles, what's good? Who else we got? We Are Evolution. Good to see you here, Red Renee. How you doing? Lovely young lady. We got another one. Zoramina. We got the lovely young ladies in the building. Shout out to y'all. Eli, what's good with you, fam? The Paul 9559, Money Mitch, God Country, Call Me Jay, Real King, Jay Bird got game. Who else we got up in here? Real King, Awesome Babis. Shout out to you. Coming all the way from Greece. AT in the building. What's up, fam?
Greece. All right.
Yep. We are international in this motherfucker. All right, where we go? Who else we got up in there?
Nice.
Dukalux. What's good with you? Who else we got? I don't want to miss anybody. Blastomatic Diesel. Y'all are real creative with these names and shit, I must say. G-Dog UK from Britain. What's good with you, fam? Across the pond. Now, let me plug the joint. Before I do that, okay, let me do that. Okay, let me plug the joint. What's good, Mike Larry? What's good? Aquarian Prince. Now, never chase women. Give women the option to pursue an opportunity. Again, never chase women. Give women the option to pursue an opportunity. In just a moment, I'm going to share with you guys a video clip from Facebook. Now, some of you who rock with me on Facebook, you probably already seen this clip. A lot of times, if y'all haven't noticed the method to my madness, what I like to do is I like to debut clips on Facebook first, and I like to see the traction that it gets. And that kind of makes me think about, maybe I need to talk about this on a broader scope. Money Mitch, real quick, with the 5.
Money
Game time.
Mitch.
Indeed it is. True Savage was good with you. Okay, so in just a moment, I'm going to show you a clip. J Moat was good with you, fam. I'm gonna show you a clip, but before I show you the clip, this is what I want to say. If y'all remember, and Jay Roman, I don't know if you were watching YouTube content about 2-3 years ago. About 2-3 years ago, there was this gender bashing thing going on. There were men bashing women, women bashing men. It was mostly here in this part of YouTube where it was black on black crime and shit. But basically, you had a bunch of female YouTubers making videos saying, we're the prize. And then you had a bunch of male YouTubers making videos saying, no, we're the prize. And to me, when I saw that happening, I really didn't see no good in that. You know what I'm saying? It was very divisive. But, you know, and I made a video, I threw my hat in the ring, but I came at it from a different angle, right? Instead of saying, yeah, I'm a man, I'm the prize, or we're men, we're the prize. What I wanted to do is I wanted to point out why women think they're the prize and why you can't blame them, right? And it goes kind of in tune with this topic here, never chase women. So this is what women know to be a fact. Women know that for the most part, they have leverage over men, most men, because of that thing between their legs called a vagina. I'm saying they know this. And the reason why I say that is because a lot of the female YouTubers that were making videos saying we're the prize, they were saying that. They were saying that themselves. Remember, ladies, when all else fails, you have the vajayjay. So they themselves were saying, as women, we believe we're the prize because of this thing. Okay, and I just want to say this to all women. If you think you are the prize because of your vagina, that's sad. And I can see why you might be lonely if you think that. Understand something, that a woman's true value has nothing to do with sex. It has nothing to do with her vagina. A woman's true value has nothing to do with that. So that's why I came at it from a different angle. But let me show this video. Let me show this video clip, and then we're going to get into it a little bit.
I don't chase booty.
Go ahead, brother.
If I got to chase my wife, then I'm going to have to keep chasing her to keep her.
That's right. That's right.
You men that chase women, the moment you start chasing that woman, you're going to have to keep chasing her.
Keep it up.
To keep her. You're going to have to keep it up.
That's right.
And once she see you chasing her, she going to deliberately do things that make you run her down.
That's right.
I won't never chase a woman long as I'm black.
No.
And as far as I know, God ain't changing my color.
Okay. So this is what I want to say about that, right? I want guys to understand something, because when you talk about chasing women, there are things that men always do where women know that you're chasing them. So a lot of you guys, if you think about guys that are in sexless marriages, right? Especially YouTubers who make videos talking about guys who are in sexless marriages or relationships. One of the things they always say is these guys, they would go to their woman and they would ask their woman, what's up with the sex? Why we ain't fucking? And a woman will tell them things like this: you don't take me out enough. You're not romantic enough. You're not servicing my emotions. You haven't taken me on any trips lately, right? And the reason why women are saying that is because that's what you did to get them. This is why we warn you guys in the very, very beginning, when you very first meet women, do not spoil them or dote on them with a bunch of dates. Don't do that, because I want guys to really think about what I'm about to say. Put your thinking caps on and think about this for a moment. You're dealing with a woman, right, that you're interested in. Let's say you offer in about a month and a half of dealing with her. Let's say you take her out on 3, 4, 5 dates. 3, 4, 5 dates. And you and that woman are not having sex. That woman hasn't done anything other than just look cute and respond to your texts, respond to your calls. What has she done in that time frame to really earn all that attention that you're giving her as far as all those dates? What guys don't understand is when you offer all those dates, you are chasing her. That's what you're doing. You're inundating her with your time, your energy, and your effort, and you're trying to show her, I want you, I want you, I want you. But what is she doing to reciprocate that energy? Because just because a woman answers your phone calls, responds to your texts, and show up for those dates, that doesn't mean that the energy is reciprocal. She is just You're being very generous. You're taking her out on entertaining dates. Of course she's going to show up, right? I'll give you another example of what guys do to chase women. When a woman flakes on you, you offer a date, she flakes, and then you offer another date. Oh, you couldn't make it on that day? Well, how about this date? You're chasing her. Because if women looked at you as an opportunity and you gave them that option to pursue that opportunity, if a woman flaked on you, let's say it was a legitimate reason why she couldn't be there. What a woman who's really feeling you, who looks at you as an opportunity, this is a guy I want to fuck with, she would offer to make up the date to you. She would offer to take you out on her dime. She would offer to cook you something. She would offer to do something because what she was telling herself is, this is a guy that I'm interested in. I don't want this guy to think I'm not interested, and I don't want this guy to think that I'm one of these chicks that's just going to take advantage of him. So let me show him that I'm appreciative of the fact that he even offered me the date to begin with. But because I couldn't make it, I legitimately feel kind of bad because I couldn't make it. Let me make it up to him. What's your opinion about this, Jay?
For me, I'm a balanced type guy. So when what we're talking about here is when the balance is off and one person is doing way too much more to obtain the attention of somebody else. And when you really think about it, like just take the word prize or any type of treasure, in any other situation, right? You work for it, and then you get it, and you only get that prize one time. It's not a continuous thing. So you would have to continue to work for the next prize. And so now what we're talking about is exactly what you said was you keep having to repeat the same thing to get whatever prize that you deem her attention, her time, and things like that. So instantly, I just think like, what makes your time more valuable than my time? What makes this transaction, this company more valuable than my company?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm good company here to sit with, but here I am paying for your company because now I feel like this is what I have to do just to be around you. And that's the mentality. Like a lot of things before we get to the actions, you have to start thinking about the mentality on what you're thinking about before you even begin the action. If you already start up when you go to holler at this girl or say something to her and, hey, let me take you out. I want to take you out. I want to show you the world or show you whatever. I want to, you're already setting it up where, yo, you're the prize. I'm putting you on this pedestal and I have to work to obtain just the mere attention of you, something that people give other people for free.
Yep.
I've been standing in line and I'll turn around and start talking or somebody in front of me and we'll have a great conversation for 10, 15, 20 minutes in line. That was free. There was no going out or anything for that. That's the same conversation that you're going to get at the dinner table. The very same attention. And I think that, before the action, think about the mentality on why you really feel like this is the way you need to go when interacting with anybody.
Let me do this real quick. Shout out Joe Blast with the 10. He says respect. True Savage in the building. 100 with the 10. Appreciate you. Appreciate all of that. Zay, as of right now, we're not doing calls. I'm not gonna say that we're not gonna have calls. Miles might be in today, and depending on how long he'll be here, that's gonna determine whether or not we might do calls or not. So he's out of town doing his thing. So we'll see if he's able to pop in or not. All right. So this is what I want to say. And let me plug the joint again. Never chase women, give women the option to pursue an opportunity. Okay. The way society is set up, right? The way society is set up, women are normally the focal point for dates. They're normally the focal point. Society has a way of making both men and women believe that women are the focal point. Men, your job is to win the affection of that woman. to show her that you are worthy of her love, show you are worthy of her of sex, or whatever the case may be, right? And I've often said this, that men, we need to redefine what dating means to us. Okay, what do you want out of when you're out here on the dating scene as a single man? What do you want out of it exactly? And I think that you need to date accordingly to what you actually want. Right now, let me just say this. Typically, women do not approach men en masse. Yes, on occasion, you will have women, if they are attracted to a man enough, they may approach a man. They may actually approach a man and introduce themselves to that man. But you cannot rely on that, right? The most that most women will do is give you a choosing signal. They might stare at you for a little while, smile at you. They may come walk right up next to you, brush their shoulder up against yours, some shit like that. That's the most that most women will do. And most women won't even do that. Right? They'll just glance at you. Now,
hey, go ahead. No, go ahead.
So let me just say this. Let me just say this about that. So the only time that men and women really get, the majority of the time that men and women get together, whether it's for sex or the potential of a relationship or marriage or whatever, it's because the man initiates it. Okay, now stay with me. Because the man initiates it. So when I say never chase women, give women the option to pursue an opportunity. This is why it's very important that when you very first meet women, you introduce them to the real you. Right? You take off your mask, let them know who you are, right? Be extremely transparent and authentic in the interaction so that woman can make an informed decision as to whether or not she sees you as a guy she wants to deal with past the initial interaction. So as a man, all you're really doing, I want guys to pay attention. This is all you should be doing if you see a woman that you're interested in. Now, of course, what got you over there is you like the way that she looked. Now, I would caution you men, okay, and this is what leads to men chasing women because you're too enamored by their beauty and their booty. What I would tell you is this. Yes, that may have gotten your attention and now you're in that woman's face talking to her, but the moment you introduce yourself to her, how she looks and how nice her body is to you or whatever it is, you should take that and throw that out. Throw that out, because that don't matter no more, right? What matters now is the interaction. What matters now is how she responds to you. So all you're doing really is letting that woman know, hey, I'm interested. I have an interest in you. Now, depending on how deep that interest goes, depends on what you say out of your mouth next. It depends on you. You know what I'm saying? So what happens is all you're doing is, if you're authentic, you're sincere, and you straight up with women, what a woman is going to do in most cases, she's going to look you up and down. She's going to study what you're doing, and she's going to surmise whether or not she has an interest in you as well. Now, whether or not that interest is genuine or whether or not she just wants to utilize you for something, a lot of that really depends on you. It depends on how you come at her, right? So all you're doing is letting a woman know, I'm interested in you. I know you're a single woman, because here's the thing. If you ask any woman right now who is single and dating, and I'll pass it back to you in a moment, Jay, they'll tell you that the dating scene is trash. It's garbage. It's littered with a bunch of men who don't know how to talk to women. It's littered with a bunch of men who are soft and weak as hell. It's littered with a bunch of men who are the opposite of masculine, right? Men who are not consistent, men who have no honor, men who have no dignity, men who have no integrity, men who don't know how to lead, right? So all you're doing, if you're that guy, you are giving her the option to pursue the opportunity that is you, right? So all you got to do is present yourself in the most authentic form as you can, and then let her make the decision whether or not she wants to deal with you going forward. You got it, Phil.
Nah, man, I want to say something to everybody that's chimed in to the show right now. I appreciate it, and I appreciate all the comments. I'm a comment reader when I'm on the show here, and I like going through the comments to kind of see where everybody's heads and stuff are at. There's something I always notice though. It's always almost an extreme, one side to the other. And one of the key things that I remember a long time ago where we were talking about game in a conversation. I don't think this was on live or anything like that. And it got mentioned a couple times on live where everybody's game or everybody's is different. It's different approaches. How you do things is a little bit different, but there's just certain principles that you would go by. Don't be too extreme on here, fellas. I will tell you that. You're not going to walk in front of her, stand in there, give her that, this is my Mac Daddy vibe, and then walk away and expect her to run right after you and things like that. You have to interact. You have to have conversations. You have to enjoy your interaction. Don't be too methodical where you are not, it's a playbook and not an interaction with another individual, this female or whatever. So, I'm going to put that out there first. You have to be balanced in that factor. So one thing I could say is that going out to eat with a young lady, there's nothing wrong with that if that's what you want to do, if that's how you like to interact. Not because it was drilled into you for centuries that you have to take them out, but you want to eat at a restaurant. You invite her because you want that company. You have a conversation, you go from there. Now, the balance is afterwards, if you're still pursuing where you're calling all over again and you're continuing to take her out just to have that interaction, that's when you need to start saying, hey, something is off. This balance is off. I'm not letting her pursue an opportunity to express to me that she is interested in me too. So, I'm just making that comment because some of the comments is just like, I'll stand, I let her chase this opportunity here. Like, you guys got to enjoy your interactions with each other. Like, sometimes we make things a little too difficult. And I understand everybody wants to win. Everybody wants that feeling, but you got to start enjoying your interactions and understanding like, hey, every opportunity ain't going to be your opportunity, but you still got to, have some fun with it.
So Oaktown Finance with the 499 says, what's good, Zach and Jay Roman? Thoughts on women who want to do a phone call, video chat to fill out the vibe before you guys go out on a date? There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. In fact, this is what I would tell you guys. Instead of having women do that, maybe you guys should start initiating that. You know what I'm saying? Doing, a little real quick video chat or something like that. You don't necessarily need to do a phone call. Look, let me tell y'all something.
Are you video chatting some rules, some boundaries on the date or something? Like, I'm just wondering what's the committed video chat for?
Well, this is now for me. This is just my personal opinion. I don't do online dating, but if I did, the only reason I would want to do a video chat is to make sure I'm not being catfished. Because if all I'm looking at is still pictures, I want to make sure that who I'm about to go meet, that's who you really are. That would be my only reason for really doing a video chat. As far as a phone call, no, you don't need, cause you got to understand. If a woman is saying, well, like if you offer a woman a date, for instance, and she says, well, can we talk on the phone first? Or can we do a video chat first? A lot of times women might do that because they're not completely sold on you. There's trepidation about you, right? And it could be based on whether or not they're being catfished too. And it could also be based on the fact that their interest in you is lukewarm. It's not really there. You know what I'm saying? So they're like, before I go and waste my time with this guy, let me at least get a feel for him. Now, I look at that one or two ways, okay? Meaning, you will have some women, they don't care about doing a phone call or video chat because they're just going to use you for the date, and then once the date is over, they're going to bounce anyway. So you can say probably that a woman who wants to do a phone call or video date, that she's probably not trying to use you. Because if she was trying to use you and just get a free meal or a free date out of it, she would just show up.
Damn,
but if she's actually trying to get a feel for you before, chances are that she doesn't have any plans to use you.
Hey, is life this rough out here like that?
I guess, bro. I've never experienced any of this shit myself, but I guess.
I mean, look, for me, like, hey, if you want to talk on the phone before you have the date, then talk on the phone before you have the date. If you don't, then don't. Like, like I said, we don't make it too hard, fellas. Don't make it too hard. If you're busy, give a phone call just to confirm. Hey, I've been running, ripping and running. So we still on for Saturday morning for some coffee? Yeah, okay, cool. You know what? I love to talk, but I got some things to do. So looking forward to seeing you. See you on Saturday. Boom. Like,
there you go.
I don't understand I got to sit down to video chat. I do feel you on if I haven't seen the person in real, the video chat, but I don't do the social media thing either. I don't face to face. So I already know what you look like. So my thing is just that don't make it too hard. If you got the time to conversate and you want to conversate a little bit, fill it out. But are you filling it out for you, or are you filling it out for her?
Exactly, and that's the point.
So are you really checking some things off for you? So at the end of the conversation, you're like, nah, she a little more dingy than I thought. Like, I'm cool. Like I can't go on this date. Hey mom, I won't be able to go. If you're gonna do something with the intent, do it for you. Don't do it for you to show her okay, I'm gonna talk to her. I'm gonna tell her sure how smooth I am with my convo, or try to convince her to really go on this date.
And that you said something very important. Try and convince her. So to further expound upon this question, if she wants you to do a phone call or a video chat and you don't want to do it, and you're only doing it because you feel like, well, if I don't do it, then she might not want to do the date, then don't do it. Or only do it because you truly and sincerely want to do it. Don't do it because you feel like, damn, if I don't do it, she ain't gonna want to talk to. No. Because look, let me explain something to you guys. Okay, the date is not about the woman. Okay? It's not about trying to prove anything to her. It's not about trying to get her to like you. It's not about winning her over. It's not about making her comfortable. The date is not about any of that. Any date you set up, especially the first date, specifically the first date, the only thing that should matter is you're going on a date to fill her out, to see if you guys are compatible and if there's mutual interest in dealing with each other past the initial date. That's all the first date should be about. The first date should not be about you trying to fuck. The first date should not be about anything but you trying to fill her out.
Thank you.
What up? What up? What up?
What's going on, man?
You in the island somewhere? No, you ain't got to disclose your location. You niggas be hating that shit.
I'm in a tour bus, man. I'm going through the countryside.
Okay,
Nice.
all right. I see what's up.
Miles in the building.
See, countryside.
All right, that's what's up. All right, I think I might know where that might be at. I don't know for sure, but I ain't gonna say nothing. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, man, you enjoying yourself out there?
Hey, man, we having a good time.
You kind of freezing, fam.
We freezing?
You freezing bad. Yeah, a little bit. There's definitely some horrible internet service out there, bro.
You're doing the RoboCop right now.
You can tell.
Oh yeah, I'm back down to
mainland.
1 bar. I'm back down to 1 bar.
Oh, okay.
We're getting back to 3 bars.
Now, I don't know how much time we got you for. Do you have any opinion on the topic? Never chase women. Give women the option to pursue an opportunity.
Well, if you chase something, that means it's getting away from you, right? If you're chasing something, that means you're not allowing that thing to be attracted to you. And what was the other part? Give a woman the opportunity to do what?
Give women the option to pursue an opportunity, which you are the opportunity.
Exactly. Well, see, I like that. I like the way you phrase it. Give women the option, right? Because you want a woman to have free will. So when she does choose you, you know that it's for real. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's really important, because you don't want to force nobody, and you don't want to manipulate anybody. Now you can entice them, right? You can entice them. You can show them why they should choose you, but you don't want to force them to choose you, because then it's not a genuine choice. You understand? It's manipulation. All right. So yeah, you want to be able to do it like that.
Let me say this, Miles, because they're saying that it's your birthday. This is your birthday this weekend?
Yes, sir. It was my birthday officially yesterday.
Oh, happy belated birthday, fam.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Now,
Thank you.
based on that orange thing you got around your neck, you're going somewhere where there's some water involved.
Yeah,
I'm very observant.
we was just in the lagoon
All
jumping
right, there
from
you go. You just came for some water. Okay, all right.
yeah,
All right.
jumping from the the 15-story cliff and swinging on a rope and jumping in the water and all this.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. All right, all right. What's up, Miss Lady? How you doing?
Oh,
You probably can't hear anything and shit. How you doing?
Hey, gentlemen, how are you guys?
Doing okay. The future Miss Miles Cunningham. How you doing? Let me stop.
Oh my gosh.
hey, but hey, see y'all in Vegas. She's the reason why we sold out right here.
See, there you go.
Nice,
See?
nice.
Yeah, man.
That's what it's all about. Hey,
All
y'all
right.
enjoy yourselves. Be safe out there.
All right. Peace,
All right,
peace.
brother.
All right, y'all
All right,
have a good show. All right, peace.
All right, peace, man. All right, so there we go. So Miles, so officially no phone call, right? So Miles is doing his thing. He out there somewhere in the Caribbean. What's up?
So since we have no phone calls, we had a couple questions that we already addressed from individuals. So for people that's watching the show, go ahead and do it like that. Post your questions with the queue, and then we'll get to those a little bit more because our phone lines is down.
Yeah, so real quick, so if you do have questions, put a Q in the chat, capital Q with your question, and we're going to get the questions right now. So DePaul 9559, what are the ways you can give women the option to pursue an opportunity with you? I want to hear your personal examples. Well, there's nothing, look, let me tell y'all something. Okay, and this is what men need to realize. When you're out here dating, you don't have to go out of your way to do anything. Okay, just introduce yourself to women, and be honest about your true intention, whatever it is, whatever you want to do. Hey, if you just want to have sex, if you actually want to date her, if you really want to get to know her, like genuinely want to get to know her, do that. Here's, gentlemen, we're men. It doesn't matter what you say to women. Women will always pay attention to your actions first. Your actions will always supersede what the fuck you say. So if you want to give women an option to pursue an opportunity, you be an opportunity, show women who you are. Show women what you are about. But I'm going to tell you, if you're inconsistent, meaning what you say doesn't match what you do, the majority of women, number one, they won't respect you. Number two, a lot of them really won't want to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? And if they do fuck with you, they're just going to play with you because they think you're playing with them. What's your opinion, Phil?
You can't be too much on them where you are pursuing them so much they don't have an opportunity to even show you that they were thinking about you. Right? So, you text her in the morning. Good morning, love. The afternoon comes by. Hey, how was your day? At nighttime, you're giving her a phone call. Ring. Hey, I just want to check on you and see, like, at no point in that day did she even have an opportunity to think about you and say, hey, man, he hasn't hit me up. Let me text him and say, how are you doing today? Hey, what's going on? And to me, be busy in your life. Like
really busy for real.
For real busy, not for fake busy, because you're not going to be sitting there thinking about this person 24/7. You got stuff to do. So you're going to be doing that stuff. And then you're going to realize, oh, man, you know what? I was interested in somebody, man. A couple of days went by. I need to check and say, how are you doing? And so you're giving that person an opportunity to express to you the interest they have for you. And that's why a lot of times you're pursuing things that you don't know if they're really interested in you. And then when it goes bad, you want to blame them. But really, it's just that you was crowding them so much, they didn't even have an opportunity to really think about if they like you, to even express if they like you, or anything like that, to even see the things they really like about you. Because you're so much, oh, let me take you out. You're so beautiful. Let me do this. Oh my God, can't believe God made a creation like you. And you're just on it. Relax.
Well, and I would add this as well. And to your point, if you find yourself, like, let's say you take a woman out on a date, right? If you're out on a date with a woman and a woman never really expresses to you a desire to see you again, or even if the date is ending and she doesn't express a desire to want to continue the date, I'm having so much fun. I don't want to end it. Can we kick it a little bit longer? And shout out to Lucario and April MC. I remember Lucario told a story where the very first date that they had, that they went to a particular place that he set up, and that she was having so much fun with him and she was enjoying her time with him that she wasn't ready to end the night. So what she did is she suggested a place that they can go to extend the date, but she said, I'll pay for it. So basically what she said was, I want to spend more time with you, and I know that you had a specified time that you wanted the date to end, but I want to keep it going. So I'm going to provide an incentive to you to keep it going, meaning I'll pay for it because I'm enjoying your company that much. So when we talk about the title in and of itself, that's exactly what April did. She saw an option to pursue an opportunity. She saw L as an opportunity, and she said, I want to see this guy again. So all you got to do is just chill. I think if you ask Lucario, I don't think he did a bunch of shit special. He just was himself. But she was feeling him. And that's the thing about being yourself. When we talk about compatibility, what is compatibility? Existing in harmony without conflict. So when you are with somebody and they thoroughly enjoy your company, right? Not just the event or the venue that you're at, they actually enjoy you. A woman who actually enjoys being around you, she is going to make a concerted effort to be around you. To your point, Jay, she's going to be calling you. Hey, I haven't heard from you since our last date. Are you still interested? I've been thinking about you and I really want to see you again. That's the type of fucking energy you should have. Or even after the first date, a woman is saying, hey, I really enjoyed your company. I had a great time. Thank you so much. I'm really appreciative. Can we do this next week? If women aren't reaching out to you to see you, chances are her interest is tepid. If you are constantly the one always texting, always calling, always trying to set up a date, you're the one pursuing her. She don't really look at you as a viable option, which is why you're just an option and you're not the opportunity. You got it, fam.
Yeah, and you know, there's ladies out here that's busy too, or they playing the game, whatever one it is. So let them. If it takes 2 days for her to call you, it took 2 days for her to call you. Like, there's no need to.
Don't get offended.
Yeah, don't get offended.
Don't be getting mad.
Like, when you are busy with yourself and doing things and pursuing things, and have others or not others, but you know, you are progressing and trying to make your life better, the time you have gets really small, and you'll start taking a little more key to that time you have, where you're not giving it away for free, that you're going to get some worth out of that time. That alone will have you at pause on how often you go out and who you go out with. How long you talk on the phone? How long you talk on the phone with a certain person? Because you know you could be doing something a lot more productive for yourself. So, you know, if anybody got enough time where they can just give it away and talk on the phone with somebody they don't like, then you're doing something wrong. You need to get busy and doing something that could be a little more productive with your life.
That's facts. So let me get to the next question. So this gentleman asked, would you say the take, or I'm assuming it's a take it or leave it mentality in dating yields better and decent dating results, outcomes, as long as you do the work on yourself first? Well, here's the thing. This is what I would say about that. And I know J. Rome, he's jumping at the bits to get at it. Okay, this is what I would say about that. Both men and women should have the mindset of, I'm going to introduce my authentic self to this individual. If they feel me, cool. If they're not, cool. I'm not going to sweat it and leave it at that. But here's the problem with dating. People have taken the fun out of dating. meaning they have made dating into a task,
Exactly.
into a chore. People are literally walking around. They're like this, fam. They're on dates with a checklist. So they got a checklist. No, just enjoy dating for what it is. Enjoy people until they are no longer enjoyable and move on to the next thing. It should be fun. You should literally have fun meeting new people. Now, of course, while you're meeting new people, you're going to come into contact with people that you guys just don't vibe. And you simply just say to the young lady, hey, it's been nice talking to you. Hey, enjoy the rest of your evening. Good luck to you. And you step off. What's your opinion about this, fam?
Man, one, I love that saying, man. Enjoy it until it's not enjoyable anymore. And I agree, man. To me, we're making things way more difficult than they have to be. I was only chuckling at the part where it said, work on yourself first. We're imperfect people. I am always learning and growing. So the version of me today ain't the version from yesterday, depending on what I read, what influences or interactions I had with somebody where I learned something. So to me, I'm always going to be working on myself. So you got to take me as I am wherever I come. I don't care if I'm having the worst year of my life. If I meet you, we have a conversation. I guess you got to take that or leave that. Like, I don't understand the work on yourself thing. I think we've gotten to a point where people be like, don't date anymore. You need to work on yourself. And I'm like, ridiculous. What does that mean? Like, oh, I didn't vibe with this person, or you know what? Yeah, I did get a little too clingy with that person. I shouldn't be doing that next time. Like, once you know something, then you can change it. You ain't got to spend 6 months working on it. I don't understand. Hey, I can't date for 6 months because I
got to work on myself.
I got to find myself. What? Like, look, man, you know what's going on. Don't make it into that big of a deal. Work on yourself, but there's some people that might like your mess. I don't know.
Hey,
there's people that like mess, that like to fix people. Genuineness is where it's at. Hey, you know what? I'm broke. I'm barely holding on to my job. I really don't have a car. So you're gonna have to pick me up. And what I'm wearing right now is my best fit. You'd be surprised. It ain't gonna work for everybody, but somebody gonna be like, you know what? I'll take you out. Like,
Bro,
so
what people don't understand is that charisma and personality is a big deal. Meaning this, if people really like your personality and they like the way they feel around you, there are people who would want to be around you simply because they like the way that they feel around you. They just like the way that they feel. They enjoy you. They just enjoy your fucking company. So there are people that would say, hey man, like you said, there are women, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't got a car, they'll pick you up. They'll go out of their way to pick you up simply because there might be a guy who got more than you. He might have 2 cars to your none. Know what I'm saying? But they don't like his personality. You know what I'm saying?
Real life. I didn't have a car at one point in time. I still had to cash my check at the check cashing place. You remember that, where they took?
I remember that back in the day.
They took, what was it, 15%? They took some tremendous,
took, maybe like 9-10% or something like that.
Yeah, like it make you cuss by the time you get your check, and then you cash it with them. And I used to have to say, because this is when I've been on my own way too long. So this is when you had to pay your bills individually at the designated pay spot.
Yeah.
So you had to go to PGE.
You had to go drive to the
you had to drive to PGE,
electricity place, the water place.
To each one. And so I would be like, hey, I'll talk to some young lady. Like, hey, come pick me up, drive me around, and we get to hang out for the day because I got to take care of my bills. And I ain't never had a problem finding somebody to do that. And we would laugh and talk and drive around and pay bills. And it got to the point, someone would call me and say, hey, you gonna pay your bills today? Like, do you need a ride? Like, because it was just enjoyable because we're laughing, listening to music, standing in line, talking, gabbing, like having a good time, getting something to eat real quick. And it was a day that got to kick it and really enjoy it. I didn't have a car. I didn't, and I'm cashing my check at the check cashing place. I didn't even have a bank account. That just knows you where I'm at.
Jay Roman, You said some real shit. And I talked about exactly what you're saying, where you're running errands and a woman you just met. And this is not even your girlfriend.
Yeah.
This is a woman who likes being around you so much, she will run your errands with you. You, like you said, all day running errands, and she is having a better time running errands with you than she would having dinner with some dude she ain't really feeling. Guys don't understand, again, the power of charisma and personality and just people vibing with you and enjoying your company. There are women out there who will run your errands with you. Now, some women might say that it's boring, but they'll get around a particular guy and they might not even really think about it as being boring. They're like, I'm with him. And not only that, you're introducing them to a part of your life. You're literally allowing them into your life. Because if you had a car, these would be the errands you would be running on your own. But now that they're picking you up, they're getting an insight to your day, how you move during your day, running the errands that you run. Okay. And a lot of women, they like that type of shit. Believe it or not, gentlemen.
Yeah. And later on, it got to the point too that I started using that as one of my barometers now. So I would go out and say, hey, I got some errands to do. I got my own car now and things. Why don't you come roll with me? I don't know. Hold on. I'll be like, hey, what you got going on today? Nothing. Oh, okay. I got some errands to do. Why don't you come roll with me? I got to, do this at the grocery store and whatever. Oh, yeah. Let me see. Okay. You really ain't that into me. So it's all good. No, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. So it got to the point now that even though I did have a car and was able to do certain things, if you weren't willing to come kick it with me during those moments, I knew right then, nah, you ain't really feeling J. Roman. It's all good. It's all good. Go have a good day.
And to your point, if they only want to be around you doing fun shit where you're spending money, that ain't the one. She is not the one. She is not the one. Because in real life, gentlemen, if you are in a relationship with a woman, especially if you guys are cohabitating, chances are there might be some errands where you are together and you driving around doing this, picking up some dry cleaning, going shopping, buying this, doing that, right? So if a woman ain't willing to do that with you in the beginning, she shouldn't be there later on. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. So I like that. Okay. So let's move on. We got another question here. Zay says, when I try to flirt, I feel like I'm trying to perform, or I'll put pressure on myself to do well and be effective. How do you guys think when it comes to that? Well, number one, don't be outcome dependent. See, a lot of you guys, here's the problem with a lot of guys. A lot of you guys, instead of just saying what you want to say and let the chips fall where they may, you're too busy trying to say certain things where you're hoping for a specific or a particular response from it. Okay. Just get your shit off. Okay. Part of being a flirt or being flirtatious is saying things that are unique to you and your own personality. Okay. You're not concerned with whether or not the woman is gonna be like, oh yeah, okay, I'm into you, or no, I ain't with you, leave me alone. You're not concerned with the outcome of it. You're just being you and allowing a woman to get a whiff of who you are, as far as who you are authentically. That's all you can do. All that other shit, don't worry about. Again, stop taking the fun out of dating. Stop worrying about or having this expectation of a specific outcome. Just say what you got to say and let the woman make her decision.
In fact, if you ask somebody that you did have a successful relationship with, or a date with, and you ask her, when did you think I was flirting with you? It's never the moment that you thought it was. It will never be the moment that you thought it was, like, or the sly thing that you said that just got her, like, and you'll be surprised. It's probably that moment where you were just really genuinely kind of talking and enjoying and having that eye contact with her. So it wasn't just a line or something, but you were genuinely just having that, I hate the word connection, but that talking with just her, and she felt that, and that's it. But my thing is, I don't know what effective, because now it's a point thing to you. Just because you flirt with somebody, they could walk away thinking, oh, he was flirting with me, but I'm not an opportunity to do anything with that person. but they accepted the flirt and went on with their day. And I think Zach hit it on the nail. If you're so dependent on the action afterwards, then that's when you're deeming it successful and not successful. You know, be yourself, have some, enjoy conversations and smile, man.
Bro, I remember this one young lady I was dealing with. We was going to this burger joint. Now she was new to San Antonio. She wasn't from San Antonio, so we was going to this burger joint, and it was a mom and pop burger joint. And on the way to this burger joint, a lot of the areas that we passed up were areas that I used to frequent. So as we're driving, I'm pointing to her. I'm like, see the apartment complex there? Yeah, I used to live there. And I would give her basically the history of it. Yeah, I used to live there back in the day. And as we driving past different places, I would point out shit. Yeah, you know, back when I was in high school. So I'm pointing out shit, right? So at the end of the day, when she was telling me, I had so much fun with you today. I'm glad I spent time with you. I'm glad that I had a chance to spend time with you. She spoke more about me pointing out where I used to live than us going to lunch. She felt like you shared something with me that you didn't need to share. Okay. And to me, I didn't see a big deal about it. I'm just, because I'm driving. I'm just pointing out shit. But to her, that meant the world to her, because she's like, you gave me insight to kind of like who you are, a little bit about your past. And for you, you didn't think it's a big deal. But for me, it meant the world to me. So to your point, a lot of times when you quote unquote make that connection, it's not about anything that you thought. That woman is looking at some other shit that's very minor to you, very basic to you. And that very basic shit is what stood out to her because she's really feeling you. Okay, this is what guys got to understand. You got to feel. Okay, hold on.
No, that's because what's crazy about that moment is that it was probably something she felt that was super genuine.
Mm-hmm.
Like you were just having a good little time, and he's explaining stuff to me about the city. I'm enjoying that, and he's really opening up, you know, and telling me where he used to live, and you know that's nice. Like it's relaxing, and I think that, you know, I'm gonna keep stressing it. Is like you said, have fun. Have fun. Don't be so in your head where you're always worried about saying and doing the right thing, because once again, you're not giving her the opportunity to really get to know you, to even know if she wants to pursue. And really, that's the goal there. You want her to know if she's interested in you or not. Because if she's not,
Exactly.
Oh, peace out. Have a good day.
And,
you know, hey, you know, we had a good time. All right, enjoyed it while it was last, and you know, on to the next. So,
and to your point, when a woman is really feeling just like being around you, this is going to be the woman that calls you up and tells you, hey, are you busy today? And then she'll be the one that offers to take you out on her dime. Hey, I remember our last conversation, you talked about how you like Thai food or Vietnamese food. There's this new spot that I saw that's not too far from you. If you don't mind, maybe we can meet there. My treat, right? These are the type of things that women are really doing when they're saying, I really like this guy and I want to see him again. But
or they
I don't
leave like little clues, like you know, because some women like to be pursued. That's just what they do. But you can still do it without, you know, over pursuing somebody. But they'll say like, you know, I don't have anything going on this Saturday. And then you're like, oh, okay, well, that's good. I'm kind of busy on Saturday, you know. But at the same time, now you're in that verbal where you're drawing it out that basically she's saying she wants to see you, because why even there's no reason why for her to mention her schedule. So, you know, you got to take key to some of the things that they say, so that way you can still pursue, but not over pursue.
Well, and I will say this about that. There's a woman wanting to see you is not the same thing as a woman being bored and she wants you to entertain her. So you have to your point, you have to be mindful of what she's trying to do. Is she trying to see you, or is she looking for a guy that's going to take her somewhere and do something that she thinks is fun and entertaining. And that comes from you just understanding what you're seeing. And also, if you pay attention to your previous interactions with this woman, is it always where you're the one doing all the heavy lifting and she's kind of the benefactor of it? So Mike Larry says, Zagan, how do I get over approach anxiety? Sometimes I feel like in certain settings I'm bothering a woman. Because, bro, it goes back to what we said earlier. Because, bro, a lot of it comes down to self-confidence and the fact that you're not a very self-assured man. That's what it really comes in. Because any woman I approach, I don't feel like I'm bothering her at all. I feel like, look, Mike Larry, this is how confident I am. When I approach a woman, I feel like I'm making her day. Regardless of what the outcome is, I feel like I'm making her day. Now, she can think I'm bothering her, but just because she looks at how I approached her one way, I'm not going to automatically take on her belief of what she's seeing. I still believe like I'm that dude. I'm about to make her day. I'm about to put a smile on her face because I feel like I got it like that where I can have a conversation with a young lady I just met and she's going to be receptive to it. That's just how I feel about myself. So what's going on with you is a lack of confidence. Maybe you got some self-esteem issues. You lack self-assuredness and you don't believe that you're the type of guy women would be attracted to. Because if you felt like I'm an attractive man, you would never feel like that.
Tactfulness. I think that's something that we all need to learn, how to be tactful. If she's in a group of people laughing and chuckling and having a great time, it may not be the time to walk over there to the whole group. Stop their mid-laugh just to say something to somebody. You know, so like you got to use some sort of tactfulness. You know, she coming out of a room crying, and you're trying to get at her. Like it's just, I think sometimes that. So, just real life. Not approach somebody, but someone was walking my way. I was walking with some friends. I went to say hello, right? Not a get at hello, but just, hey, hello. I speak to people. Hey, what's up? Hello. Now, what I didn't notice was she had earbuds on and she was listening to music. And so when I did the hand gesture, like, hey, hello, whatever, she kind of looked at me in a weird way and went to go walk on. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll take back my hello, right? Because it don't make me none. It's just, it's just one of those things. Hey, hello, hey, okay, I'll take that back. And so we're all chuckling. And then she took her earpiece off in the midst of the chuckling and was like, what did you say? And then I was like, oh, I was just saying hello. And he was like, oh, okay. So that whole interaction, it wasn't smooth. It wasn't smooth at all, but there was no, if I had took it in a certain way, then I might come back and say, man, I have, anxiety on approaching, just the way they respond. And like people got other things going on sometimes. You don't know what's going on exactly. You don't know what they're thinking about. How many times have you walked by somebody and really didn't see them? And then you hear your name, yo, Jay Roman, like, oh man, I didn't even see you there, man. I'm looking at my phone trying to find this thing. So don't take the fun out of any interaction you have. You're just saying hello. You're just saying what's up. That's it. There is nothing more to it, and then you go from there. Hey, how you doing? And then they turn. Well, don't try to keep talking to the person.
Yeah.
When people
leave them be. Let
them be. When people ask instructions on where to go, and I start telling them and they start walking away before I finish, I just stop. I don't finish it. This conversation is over. So, don't make it too hard, fellas.
All right, real quick, Offie Kingdom International King, Offie with the 5. Appreciate you, fam. And let me just say this as well. I've known women personally where they told me stories where they were with one of their girlfriends, and a guy tried to holler at them, and they was like, Carrie, I never even noticed the guy. And after the guy walked away, my friend said, "Hey, girl, he was fine." And the woman was like, I never noticed him. A woman could be going through a bad breakup. She could have went to a funeral earlier that day. She might be going to a funeral that next day. She might have got fired. Something bad might have happened at work. Women have lives. They go through shit, right? So a lot of times,
she could be thinking about her dick appointment later that night.
She
You
could be
don't
thinking
know.
about some dick she about to get. She ain't thinking about no other man but that dick that she gonna get later that day.
You
It could be
don't
that
know.
too. Damn, it could be that too. A lot of, and to your point, some people, you might be deep in thought about something where you might not even. I remember I was sitting in my car one day and I was just thinking, and a dude that I work with pulled up on the side of me. and on my peripheral, I saw somebody roll their window down, but I never looked to see who it was. I just assumed they were rolling their window down to get some air or something. So I'm staring straight ahead. And the dude is talking, but I don't think he's talking to me. So we at the light for about 2-3 minutes. He talking the whole time. I'm looking straight ahead. And finally he honked his horn. And I look over. And I'm like, "Oh, what's up?" He said, "Man, I've been talking to you for 3 minutes and shit." Because I'm so deep in thought, I'm not really focused on what's going on around me. It happens like that sometimes.
Or she checked you out when you was walking up and she wasn't feeling it.
She wasn't.
So what?
Exactly. So what?
So what?
So what? It is what it is. So real quick, we got another question here. Hold on. I got to proofread y'all questions before I put them up. Okay, Antonio Wing Chung. I'm gonna skip that question for now. It's a sexual question. I'm gonna skip it for now. You got to ask that shit on Tuesdays when we do the sex show. All right, Jedi James.
I need to get on that one with y'all, man.
Yeah, you need to answer that. Ask that question then. Anyway, Jedi James, and I might go back to it, Antonio. Just let me get through the rest of these questions that aren't so sexual and shit. I feel my perception is beginning to be now. I'm the opportunity. Is it counterproductive to verbalize it? You can go up to a woman and say I'm the opportunity? Is that what you're gonna do?
I feel my perception is beginning to be now. I'm the opportunity.
Where I think before maybe he was thinking that the woman was the prize or something.
Yeah, this is my statement, and I love it when somebody hit it up and said this. Both could be true. So you could have people making statements, and then you realize both could be true. So what we're saying is she could be the prize all day long, and you could be the prize too. What makes her the singular prize in this interaction? So basically, you have to be balanced and understand that the interest and the display of interest should not just go one way. And I'm not understanding, is it counterproductive to verbalize it? To actually tell them that you're the prize? I don't know. I guess, no, I don't know why you make it so difficult. Your actions will actually let the person know that, you know, they need to pursue you just as well as you need to show your interest too. So let me look at a different question up in here. I don't have the controls to put the questions up, so I'm just going to go through some of the questions here. Let's see. I thought of something. What guys? McTreasure, ever thought of making some "what guys don't understand" merch? That's your catchphrase. I think you're talking to Zag about that one. That wouldn't be that bad of an idea. We have to wait for Zag to get back on that one. Can somebody in the chat put no, I don't care about Travis Scott dissing Kylie Jenner. That has nothing to do with me in my life.
Okay, we good with this question, right, Jedi James?
Yeah, I'm not understanding what he means. Is it counterproductive to verbalize it? Like, I don't know why you would say that on any date or something.
I think he's talking about trying to tell women that he's like the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, girl, I'm gonna give you the option to be with this opportunity, which is me. You know, I don't. You know, look. Let me tell you something. Look, gentlemen. The only thing you need to verbalize to women really is what it is you're trying to do. Whatever it is you want to do with them. So I'll give you a real quick example. Yeah, this is what a lot of guys do. That woman that you saw across the room, at the bar, at the end of the bar, whatever thought you had in your head, when you looked at her and you said, I'm interested, convey that thought. But just do it, just be socially aware of how you're doing it. Meaning, understand that don't say anything super sexual where other people can hear. You know what I'm saying? So, but convey that thought, just be a little smooth as to how you verbalize it. So let that woman know why you're in her face. A lot of guys, this is what they'll do. Hey, I thought you was cute. Can I have your number and call you sometime? No. You know, have a conversation a little bit longer and go a little more in depth. Don't be so generic with it.
I don't know why you would verbalize that. That's
Yeah.
Your actions would show it. The way you move would show it. And I don't understand why, we always believe just because one person says something, it takes away from what we are. She could sit there and say, I'm the prize all day long. It doesn't take away what I am. So
facts. Let me say this about honesty, the highest level of game. This is what I'm not going to go far to say that, because there are people who don't got game who are honest. To me, honesty is the highest level of just being a human being. When you talk about having honor, dignity, and integrity, honesty is just the highest level of being a human being. Because here's the thing.
I will push the button for you, Zach. That was a smooth line right there. Smooth way to answer that. I ain't got no buttons on this side, but I wouldn't say that. But honesty is the highest level of a human being. I like that.
It's just being a human being is just because my thing is, if people are going to judge me, I want them to judge me on who I am genuinely and authentically presenting to them. Judge me on that, right? The problem is, a lot of times when you guys approach women, you're introducing them to your representative. You have a mask on. So their perception of you is not even based off the real you. I don't want a woman to have a perception of me based off of a character I'm presenting to her. I want her to have a perception of me based on the real me, because it goes with the title of the joint. Give women the option to pursue the opportunity. I want her to pursue the authentic version of me. Okay, the real me, not the fake version. Because here's the thing. Now, you can wear a mask and you can be a fake, you can be a liar, you can be a deceiver, but eventually you're gonna be found out. You cannot stay in character forever. Eventually, something is gonna happen where the woman is gonna see the kinks in your armor, or she's gonna see the inconsistencies in your behaviors and the things that you say. So it makes sense just to be honest, not as a form of game, but just like, I'm a man. Why am I gonna hide myself from a woman? I'm a man. I'm gonna let her know what it is with me, and then give her freedom of choice. Give her free will to make a decision. Ma'am, you want to answer that, or you good?
No, I think you answered that perfectly. Only thing I would add is, I think it's an element of the highest level of game, because the way you say things matter, the tactfulness, timing of your expressions. Not everybody needs to know everything all the time. It doesn't mean you're being dishonest. It just means that you understand people and you know how to communicate. So to me, and my definition of manhood is a little bit different than K Zags and everybody on the thing. But to me, manhood is or game. My bad. Game is just a expression or the language of your manhood, communication of your manhood to other people.
That's some real shit.
That to
I
me
like the way
is
you
game.
put that shit.
And so the way I express and show you and tell you about me, what I accept, what I want around me, when I want to influence me, who I want to influence, those expressions to me is letting you know who I am. And so that to me is game, communication of my manhood. And so part of that is honesty, but your delivery matters. It matters. And I think earlier, when some people are nervous about getting at people, is because they lack the tactfulness and the timing and the way to say it, the expressions on way to say things. And another thing, you can't compare yourself to somebody else.
No.
Like, I could say certain things, and You know, I got partners that express to me like, man, I could never say that. And it's like, nah, but you could say something different. You know, I could say something in the way I smile and the way, you know, it could be outlandish, but they understand that, you know, I'm just joking with them or something, you know, by the way I smile or the way the way I say something. And everybody is different. You can't do the same thing your partner can do or express something the way your friend does.
No, not the
You
same
got
way.
to find your own sort of way.
Find your own lane. You know what I'm saying? You know, create a path for yourself. And let me just say this. For y'all that's going to be going to Vegas, Jay Roman going to be there, myself going to be there. Of course, you're going to have 50. You're going to have Steve the Dean, my bad, King Dre, Afi Kingdom, L and Miles. And if I left anybody out, my bad. I think, Justin, Coach Justin, Mr. Justin going to be there. So I believe there was a package that you could have purchased where we're all going to be out on the strip. And you know, we're going to be, you know, we're going to be, you know, chit-chatting with some individuals, if you know what I mean, right? So what you're going to find, for those of you who purchased that ticket or that package, is that if you pay attention to how we interact with the opposite sex, there might be a little bit of similarities there as far as maybe being assertive, but we're all uniquely different. Like if we all, just hypothetically speaking, if all of us that I just named, if we all spoke to the same woman on different days, and that woman had an opinion of all of us, it would be uniquely different. Again, there might be some similarities. She might say something, well, what I appreciate about all those different men is they were all very, very assertive, very transparent. However, and then she's going to break down the personalities and exactly how we spoke to her, and it's going to be uniquely, we're different men. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's a saying, game recognized game. So I can listen to a Jay Roman talk. I can listen to L, 50, Steve, and everybody else, and I can tell these men, they know what they're doing, right? They understand how to handle themselves around women. I can tell that. But I can also listen to him talk, and I can say, I wouldn't necessarily say what he's saying. I wouldn't necessarily do what he's doing. It ain't my cup of tea, because it's not my personality to do what he's doing. It's kind of like, and Jay Roman, you alluded to it earlier, about there's nothing wrong with taking a woman out to eat. If you're the type of guy where you like to go out to eat and you're doing that anyway, if you want to take a woman out, do your thing. Now, me personally, I don't like doing that. I don't like taking a woman out to eat on the first date, right? That's not my thing, right? But I'm not necessarily going to judge a man who does it, as long as you understand. This is my only caveat to men taking women out to eat. If you're taking her out to eat with the expectation of sex, you're fucking up. Yeah, that's my only thing. Yeah. If you're taking her out, well, any date, if you take a woman out on any date with the expectation or the entitlement that sex is owed to you, then you're fucking up. So I don't care if you spend $10 or $100. Understand that date is not an obligation from that woman to you to give you some ass. That's not what it's for.
You go out to eat with me, you might not like the spot I pick, because I'm picking the spot, because I'm going out to where I want to eat at, because I want to taste I want to taste a new restaurant or go somewhere.
Well, I want to eat at. I'm not gonna pick what the woman want to eat at.
I remember when I was younger, they would say, "Don't take a woman out on the first date to the movie theater. You know, you're not talking to her. You're not looking at her and talking to her." And that used to be the advice. You know, don't take a woman out to a movie theater. Well, I love movies. Mm-hmm. That's what I want to do. So yeah, if you want to roll, I'm going to the movies. So a lot of first dates, they were at the movies for me.
Bro,
I like movies.
I did a whole video talking about the movie dates. And I said, for the average guy, it's a bad look for you. But I said, for me, every woman I've ever taken to the movie theater, something sexual happened. Okay, either she was slobbing a nigga down, or she was getting finger banging in the movie theater, right? So for me, taking a woman out to a movie theater for a first date, that's not a bad idea for me, because number one, I already know that the woman I'm talking to is feeling me. I already know that. Now I don't know what's going to happen in the movie theater, but I know she's feeling me. But I feel like I'm such a seducer that we're going to be in that movie theater in the dark, and some hands is going to be on some other shit, right? I just feel like that's going to go down, because I feel like that's just who I am. And typically I'm dealing with women that are feeling me in that way anyway.
Zag, me and this young lady went to the movie theaters, and she still talks about this date, right? Because she was like, I want some popcorn. I said, no. I said, we're going to go to the store and grab our candy beforehand. It's cheaper that way. And then we went and got Chinese food. I told her, I said, hey, you got a big bag? And she was like, what? I said, bring a big bag. And this is the first date. I'm like, yo, bring a big bag. We're gonna get some Chinese food. And so we were literally inside the theater watching the movie. We had wine coolers, Chinese food, and AM PM candy.
Oh my nigga.
Right?
Yeah.
The one of the wine coolers, it was empty. It fell, and we just heard it rolling down. Ying, 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 ying. And she looked, she's like, you think we gonna get in trouble? I was like, nah, they don't know where that wine cooler came from.
They don't know where it came from, exactly.
And I was like, but they smelling this Chinese food. And people in the aisle in front of us was looking back because it was like, man,
the hell is that
what
shit?
is that? We had egg rolls, pot stickers, fried rice. We had a nice little meal watching the theater.
They brought a Chinese buffet into the movie theater.
To this day, she still talks about that date. But it was a good date. We had
a memorable experience.
But it was just real. Like, hey, we're not eating here. It's expensive. We're just gonna go ahead and get this Chinese food. We're gonna do this, But be you, fellas, be you. Don't be the version you think she wants.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's never showing her the real you to give her the opportunity to actually pursue the real person.
So, and to your point, if you're gonna take a woman to the movies, okay, and gentlemen, look, let me tell y'all something. A lot of times when men give you advice on what they believe are bad dates, that's just their personal experiences, right? That doesn't mean you can't take those type of date ideas and make it work for you. But you have to make it work for you. But also, you have to temper your expectations, meaning stop having expectations of women. Stop doing that. Just date. Have fun with the shit. Like, I remember one time, bro, I did a video where a guy tried to sue. He tried to sue a chick because he took her to the movie theater and she was on her phone. She was texting the whole time. She was ignoring him. So he tried to sue her to get the money back. You know what I'm saying? For the ticket that he bought and for the food. And my thing is, you took a woman to the movies that, one, wasn't interested in you. Two, she wasn't interested in the movie. Now, this is what I would say about the movie. This is what I say about movie dates. Take a woman, if you're going to do a movie date, see a movie you want to see. Don't worry about what she want to see. See the movie. Now, if the movie you're seeing is also a movie that she wants to see, even better, right? But see what you want to see. Just like if you take a woman out to a restaurant, like let's say you choose a restaurant and she says, I'm a vegan. And you send her the menu and there's nothing on the menu she really likes, well, she's going to be eating a whole lot of bread then. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't be choosing restaurants based on what she wants because you don't know her like that. She hasn't earned enough points, you know what I'm saying, for you to be that considerate. You just, come on now, we got to make it make sense. Real quick, Unique 79 with the 20, K-Zag and the J-Woman way, and the J-Woman way. I am more direct than before when it comes to stating my intention with women. I used to be cautious and passive. I don't care anymore. I tell them what I want to do with them. It's about me. Yeah, it's about you. Look, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Both genders are selfish. Both men and women are selfish. We're all selfish, meaning no woman wants to date a man if she can't get what she wants out the situation. Just like men typically don't want to date a woman if he can't get what he wants. When we talk about compatibility, the compatibility factor is both of you are getting what you want. Okay, it's that simple. But it's not necessarily about her going out of her way so you can get what you want, or you going out of your way for her to get what she wants. It just so happens y'all click. It clicks like that, right? And if you really pay attention to that, a lot of the people that you're dating, you're not really compatible with, but because you are enamored with the way that they look or whatever it is, a lot of times people, they force the issue. Okay, give me a second. Okay, we got some other.
I'm gonna I know Unique 79. He's always putting some, key things up, and he's always doing what he's doing. I want to caution other people on the way it was written, and what I would say is that
wait, let's go back to it. Go ahead.
Make sure, he says, I don't care anymore. I tell them what I want to do with them. It's about me, and that's great, and it is. Tactfulness and the way you come across really matters on understanding and the way you land that plane, and that's what I would say. Where have fun and interact and enjoy the moment for what it is, and talking and going back and forth and learning about each other, and you can express all that in an enjoyable way where it's all understood. Like, oh, okay, I know what type of guy he is now. It doesn't have to be abrupt. You don't have to be like, hey, I know who I am. I'm the man, okay? And it's just about me. And I'm not saying that's how he does it, but I just want other people to understand, like, you have to enjoy your interactions with people, have a good time, express yourself, no doubt. But and the things will go way more smoother. Just like I know when some people read your title about give her the opportunity to pursue you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I know some ladies, what, pursue them? Why would I, like when you
why
start
would
breaking
I
it
chase
down,
a man?
why would I chase a man? But
no doubt.
You start breaking it down, like, hey, I got to be genuine and show you a genuine me to see if you want to be interested in me, to show me that you're interested in me. That just makes a little more sense. Like, oh, okay, now we're talking, like, it's the same thing, though. The word pursuing and showing interest, that is the same.
It's the same shit. It's the same shit. You know what it is, Jay? People get triggered by words,
right?
Like the word submission. It's triggering. You know what I'm saying? When you think about pursue, chase, those are very triggering words.
So yeah, tactfulness, and when you get to reach a certain level of game, you can say things and express yourself a lot of ways with tact.
And shout out to Renee Red, or Red. I keep saying Renee Red, Renee, same shit. Women will pursue a man she really wants. Yes, it's a fact. It is a fact that if a woman is really feeling a guy, especially if it's beyond sex, especially if it's more than just sex, like she really likes him, she wants to be around him sexually and non-sexually. Yes, it is a fact that women most definitely do, because women, they might run across a guy who is sexually appealing to them, but there's no substance beyond just that. Or they might run across a guy who, on paper, he looks great. Like if they wanted to be in a relationship, he checks all the boxes. But the one box he doesn't check is sex appeal. But everything else, he's like a go. But when a woman runs across a man who not only check boxes, but he also is physically and sexually appealing, and she just feeling that guy overall, she want him. She want that motherfucker, and she will go get him. Yes, she most definitely will.
In fact, ain't a lot of women that feel like they can't get the guy they really want.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot of them be like, oh, I really want him. I don't think I could get him. Right? There's not a lot of them that really say that in their head. There should be more that say that, right? Because the way you move, be like, hey, you just can't. I'm not that easy to be got, but she's gonna come at you. She knows how. She know. Hey, she got her tricks. I'm coming at you.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Hey, there's a question by Joe Blast.
Joe Blast. All right, let's get to that. There's a bunch of questions. We're gonna get to them. Yeah. Let's get to the homie Joe Blast. So he says, listening to y'all today, I've tried to make women feel guilty for a flake or not getting with me unknowingly. How can I stop that? It's been a bad habit I see now. Okay. This is what I would say about that. Okay. I saw, shout out to the homie Lucario. He did a live stream. I want to say it was yesterday. I believe it was yesterday. And there was a guy, he was talking about how he texted a woman or called a woman and that he hasn't heard from her for like a week or so. And he said, should I charge her? And I'm like, how can you charge a woman that's ignoring you? Like, that don't ever make no, Like, bro, she charged you. So the point I want to make with all of that, a lot of times when you're dealing with women, you need to be able to ascertain whether or not that woman is genuinely interested in you. If a woman is not genuinely interested in you, you can't be mad at her. Do not take it personal. So to your point, Joe Blas, so if a woman flakes, right, what she's really telling you is, I don't have any genuine interest in you. You're just a guy, you're just another guy. You know, maybe I might entertain you later on, but there's a bunch of other guys that are in line before you that I'm more interested in entertaining. So you're kind of either towards the middle or towards the back end. So when you say like make a woman feel guilty, bro, look, let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell y'all this, y'all need to understand something. The only women that are gonna feel guilty about unfavorable behaviors towards you are women who want you and they feel like you're not gonna fuck with them because of it. If a woman she ain't really feeling you, you can't shame her, you can't make her feel guilty. In fact, they will laugh at you. And if you try to send her a shaming text, she will share it with all her friends and they will all laugh at you. I'm just saying, you got to feel.
You know what? I'm going to just, on my road to Man City, Manville, I had a pit stop at Sucker pit stop and you know, silliness and all sorts of stuff, right? On my travel. And I understand where you're coming from. If I got flaked on, I used to send out a text, have a good life. You know, something that whack, right? Like she's going to read this text and be like, oh yeah, you know, oh my God, you know, damn, I'm a bad person.
Damn.
I was so mean. I did like, it's one of those things where you know, your anticipation for this was way too high. Not every woman is going to be into you. Not every, you know, you're not God gifts to women on every situation. Like, you know, it kind of cracks me up how we always feel like if I'm getting at you, then you should be feeling me. You should be feeling me.
No, it don't work that way.
It don't work that way. It don't work that way. And so I don't know what the charge into the game is. Like, just don't text or call no more. That's it. Like, it's hey, okay, all right, cool. You got to get to a point where you realize, cool. My older brother, and I had to take what his advice and use it across a lot of different things. I was sitting there younger, and I was afraid to ask my parents for something. And my brother came in the room, was like, "What's up with you?" I was like, "Man, I don't want to ask him." He is like, "The worst answer you can get is where you're already at."
It's already
right?
a no.
It's already that's the worst answer you can get. So you might as well ask, and then go from there. Like, so go ask, man. Stop sitting here worried about the no, and just go ask because you're at a no.
Go ahead. There's something that came across. I'm gonna bring it up later.
Okay.
Go ahead, do your thing.
So my thing is, you were breathing, living, having a great life before you met this person. You still gonna do that without that person around. So ain't no need to hit her with the have a good life and you know some sort of text or call. You know, you could have just called me and said you didn't feel me. You know, ain't no need to do that. Just roll on, man. Just roll on.
Okay, real quick, bro. I remember I had a client a couple years ago. He was dealing with this young lady that wasn't really responsive to his text. So he asked me, should I text her how fucked up she is and tell her about herself, then block her? That's what he asked me. Should I tell her how fucked up she is and then block her? And I said, pretty much what I said earlier. I said, she's going to laugh at your text. She's going to laugh at you. She's going to be like, this little emotional ass sniveling bitch. And then she's going to show all her friends.
Look at this.
And
Look
you
what he
better
texted
hope
me.
they don't copy and paste your shit and put that shit on the internet.
Yeah. Look what he texted me. Look what he texted me.
And you blocking her like what is that going to do?
Hey, I like CT's comment. I didn't want you anyway. Yeah, that's one of them lame statements too.
It's like don't nobody women don't look. Look, gentlemen, you cannot shame a woman into feeling bad because she don't want you. It ain't gonna happen. She gonna laugh at you. So, and this guy says this: success is the best revenge. Bitches will spin back when they see you don't give a fuck. No, bro, it don't work that way. You niggas, though. So are you telling me that you niggas are motivated to be successful because a bitch shitted on you? Yeah, I'm gonna show you, bitch. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. So this is what niggas do. So you telling me this is what you do? You friends with a chick on Instagram. She shits on you, right? Or she does something that you believe is disrespectful. So you go rent a Lamborghini or something. And then you sit on top of the Lamborghini and you tag her in it. Is that what you niggas gonna do? I mean, women don't care about niggas like that. Like I promise you, they typically don't. Now, exceptions aside, if a woman ain't feeling you, she ain't gonna spend a block on you, bro. She don't care.
And if that's the reason why she comes back, it ain't genuine. So it ain't even about you. Like my thing is, you should always be self-improving yourself, right? For you. But if your focus is to do it for this revenge plot, like, what if it don't work? What if you get all this? You want to stand right in front of her, look at me now, right? And then she done went off and did some better things than she used to do. And she looking at you like, what? That ain't nothing. Now what?
And let me point this out. My bad. Let me point this out real quick. E-Love, blocking is petty and feminine, and someone else said it, and I'm gonna tell you why it is.
Yeah.
Steve O'Bailey says blocking a woman shows you're feminine. Because the reason why you're blocking her because you want her to know it. You don't longer have access to me, bitch. You know what I'm saying? The only time you should really be blocking a woman is if you're done with her and she keeps texting you or calling you on some stalking shit. That's the only time you should really be blocking a woman, is if she's texting you and calling you and you don't want her to. But if she ain't even, like, niggas be like, I haven't heard from her in 3 weeks, I'm a blocker. You ain't heard, bro. You haven't heard from her in 3 weeks. You're blocking her is doing what?
And then
She's
you
not
unblock
trying to
her.
reach out to you.
Then you unblock her to call to see if she, like, your block that don't even make any sense to me. You block her so she could call you and not get in touch with you. So you think she feels a certain way about that, but she ain't called you in 3 weeks. What do you think she's gonna call and be like, man, I was in the hospital for 3 weeks, and this is the first opportunity I got to call you. But you blocked me. Like, no, just
bro, it's weird. Because this is what it shows, Jay Roman. This is what it shows. It shows she emotionally impacted me so much. She got to me so much. I want her to feel like I feel.
Date one.
I feel like you barely know this chick, and she got that kind of power over you where you feel so emotional. I'm a blocker because I want her to feel like I feel. See, you're thinking about her. She ain't thinking about you. She's laughing, like laughing. Look, and let me just say this about charging women. I want people to understand something. The only true way you can charge a woman is if they're like, I'll give you an example, a real quick example, gentlemen. Let's say you're dealing with a woman and she says something disrespectful to you. Now, this woman is sexually attracted to you. She wants to get with you, but she says something disrespectful to you and you tell her, you know what, I can't fuck with you. And she's like, but why? Why? What did I say? You were disrespectful. I'm done. I can't fuck with you. The only way you can charge a woman is a woman who wants to deal with you, but you don't want to deal with her. You cannot charge a woman who don't want to deal with you. That don't even make no fucking sense to me. I'm gonna charge her. And I think guys, they feel a sense of empowerment. They feel a sense like they're in control. Like, I got the last word, which is why they want to block a bitch. It's kind of like tit for tat. You hit me, I'm gonna hit you back type of shit. These niggas is on some elementary school type of shit. I'm gonna get you back, bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm blocking you. I'm gonna shame you for making me feel a certain way. And that woman, and someone said it earlier, she's living rent-free in your head. You thinking about this chick when you go to sleep. You thinking about her when you wake up. You look at, and then the funny thing is, Jay Roman, to your point, they'll block a chick and then look at their phone all day to see if she even noticed that she was blocked.
Yeah, and that's
Call a text.
And that's the thing.
Oh,
Like
man.
you are trying to discipline her for not liking you. Like she has no choice in the matter, or faking on you. Like if I ever been faked on, there was definitely signs before I got faked on, and maybe this ain't the one.
There normally is signs,
right? There's normally is signs, but you pushing the head because she's so fine. She's so this, she's so that, and you don't see the signs because you're so wrapped up in that instead of looking and saying, all right, nah, she ain't really that into me. I called her and she didn't hit me back. I had to call her 3 more times to finally get her and be like, hey, we still going out on Saturday? What time again? Yeah. Well, apparently it wasn't on your mind. So like that's a sign. Like,
Bro,
what?
if a chick
So
says, "My
Saturday
bad,
I'm
I
sitting
forgot.
there.
My bad, I forgot."
Yeah.
That's a sign. She's not feeling
It's
you.
a sign. Like, come on, man. Like, don't do it. Like, and the thing is, like I said, I had a rest stop at Suckerville. I didn't like it. It didn't feel good. So, I quickly got off of that. But, I understand mentality where you're coming from. I get it. But come on, fellas. We better than this. We better than this. Oh, somebody had a comment about the old school deleting her number.
Okay, we'll get to that in just a moment. Let me read the super chat. William Kim with the 10. I meet a lot of women online. If we do text and those conversations turn extremely sexual, there's nothing wrong with some dirty talk as long as it's on my terms and I'm in control of the interaction. Yes. You always want to be, look, gentlemen, you always want to deal with women on your terms. Okay, if you deal with a woman on her terms, that means you're following behind her. You never want to deal with a woman on her terms. Okay, so now you said something about blocking, and do you remember what time that was?
And then dirty talk. My advice to men is always cut the dirty talk off first. Like you be the one who cut it off. And it's just for the fact that it's kind of expression like, yeah, we talked about it. Now let's move on. And I want them in their head to understand like it ain't the be all end all. So you saying that sex ain't the thing that's gonna get me anymore. Like we talked about it.
You can't let a woman know that you.
And then
there's
boom,
nothing wrong
I'm
with
off of it.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with letting a woman know that you desire sex, but you cannot let her know that you're ruled or controlled by that. Because once a woman knows, and the same thing goes for how pretty you think they are. Once a woman knows that their beauty or their attractiveness can sway you in one direction or another, or they know that your desire to want to have sex with them can sway you, automatically women won't respect you. Now, it could be a conscious thing or a subconscious thing, but women know this. Women know that guys who are pussy beggars, guys who are controlled by their penises, women just aren't attracted to those guys. Now, if you have some money and you are generous with that shit, they will utilize the fact that you are interested in them because they're so pretty and because you want sex. So they'll leverage those things to get you to do what they want. Okay, and not all women, because there are some women. Look, let me just say this about women. Okay, there are some women. Okay, regardless of what you guys might believe, there are some women. If they are not genuinely interested in you, they will never go out on a date with you ever. But the majority of women, most women in our society, they most definitely will go out with men they're not genuinely interested in. Most women will. But there are a decent number of women who will not even entertain you if they're not genuinely interested in you. But this is what I would say to you men. You cannot hope that you get a woman who is that way where she won't even fuck with you if she's not genuinely interested in you. Okay? Don't hope for that. Okay, it's your job to discern and to ascertain what woman you're dealing with. That's your job. It's not a woman's job to tell you what she thinks about you or to tell you where her thoughts lay with you. It's your job to ascertain and to discern that.
Well, my thing is
speaking
about what you're saying is that when did having one date means that everything is on the table now? Like Like she's supposed to like you. She's supposed to be all really into you
because of one date,
and then take you home and on one date. Like she can't have any time to figure out if I like this dude. Does she have a vetting process for herself? Is that okay? You know, because you should have one.
So if you have one,
the first date
shouldn't
shouldn't
be
the
one.
you should be having one depending on what you're trying to do, you know, and what are you trying to do? So, you know, my thing is like it's not just on you.
No,
but,
women most definitely have a vetting process. And I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you that this is just my personal opinion.
Yeah.
The average woman's vetting process is better than a man's vetting process. Okay, the average guy. And I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, and I've said this before, and I'm gonna say it again. Typically, when women do goofy shit behind men, they normally do it after they've dealt with that man for a little while. They had sex, they've interacted with that man for a little while. So sometimes they might do some goofy shit behind some good dick or something, or because they like the guy a lot. Okay, they might be falling in love with him. The average guy does goofy shit behind women he ain't even fucked yet. Okay? That's the major difference between men and women, is that women typically do not do goofy shit behind men they haven't had sex with yet. Whereas you guys all day long do goofy shit with women you never even had sex with yet. I refer to it as pre-pussy whipped. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't even got it yet. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, Phil.
No, I like it how they put people in categories. Women are smooth with that. They'll go out with you, figure you cool, and you'll be a great buddy, or you'll be a friend, or you'll be we can go out and hang, or you'll be somebody I talk to when I call her. You know what I'm saying? They'll put you in the category. You don't even know which one you in. And you sitting there, next date, I'm gonna make my move. Nah, buddy. She already put you in the category. But Javier Martinez, I mean, he had what are you like
hold on
204?
Is it 204? Oh, I gotta go all the way up. Okay, hold on. We got some other questions we need to jump through. So Javier Martinez at 204.
When we were talking about blocking people, he said, how about the old-fashioned delete her number?
Okay. He said at 204?
Yeah. It's Javier Martinez.
I'm missing that shit. At 204?
Or 104. I don't know how what are you, a couple hours
No,
ahead of me?
I'm looking. You know what? Okay. Oh, I see it. Okay. No, hold on. I see Javier Martinez at 203.
Oh, it could be 203 for you.
No, but that's not the one though. He must have made more than one comment.
Okay.
He must have made more than one comment. I can't see it. Okay, but go ahead. But you said he's talking about deleting her number?
Yeah, like how when we were talking about blocking people, he said, how about the old school deleting her number?
Okay. So I'm gonna let you go first, bro. I'm gonna go behind you behind that. Or after that, let's just say.
I deleted some numbers back in the day. I'm always gonna tell y'all the real, man.
Yeah.
I deleted some numbers back in the day, but really it wasn't because because the person could call you and just be a unknown number, but so I didn't call them. But that's when you have a lack of discipline and saying you need to improve yourself. So now I don't care if we done. I got to delete your number or not. It's just there. It ain't gonna never be used. But I didn't want to have one of those nights when I was drinking, and I was drinking by myself, chilling, and I start going down the line and I kind of forget that we ain't cool. I'd be like, oh, I remember. Which one was that one? Oh, I remember that one. Yeah. Oh yeah, she looked this. Hey, what's up? Like, then in the morning, I'm like, God damn, I forgot. We ain't even. I didn't mean to call you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
see this is what
that's
I would
why
say.
I deleted the number.
Well, this is what I would say. I think there is a big difference between deleting a woman's number versus blocking it. If you're deleting it, you don't plan on ever using it again. If you block it, you're hoping to use it again. Because why are you saving it? If you're blocking it, you're hoping to use it again. Why are you saving the number in your phone and just blocking it? You're blocking it because you want her to notice that you blocked it. You want her to feel a certain way because it's blocked. Because goofy ass YouTubers give this advice. Oh man, just block her number, dog. Act like you're not interested. She'll come back. No. Now when she's bored and she's hungry and she wants a foodie date, yeah, she might hit you up. What are you doing? What are you doing, big head? How you been? You know what I'm saying? She might come at you like that. But my thing is, again, if you're blocking, like if I got a family member that's acting like a fool and texting me all the time, I'll block their number. But I'm not gonna delete their number because at some point I'm hoping they'll get their mind right, and we ain't gotta worry about the goofy shit. But if you're blocking a number, that means you plan on dealing with that person at some point into the future. That's what that means to me. That's what it means to me. And if you're deleting it and getting rid of it altogether, that pretty much means I'm done. I ain't fucking with them.
I never
I'm deleting,
blocked
not
a woman's
blocking.
number. I never blocked anybody's number. I'll delete your number.
Yeah.
But I ain't never blocked, a number. It was never that deep to block. And then what's so crazy? There's some dude that blocked somebody's number, and then he unblocked it, and then she called, and she ain't never noticed she was blocked.
So
now how do you feel? Like you put her on punishment, and it was no punishment for her.
Or you know what some people do? This is how delusional people are. Because you can block someone's number and you'll still get a message. You got an unblock call, or you got an unblock text message. When a lot of times when you block people, you still get notifications that they're trying to reach out to you. Your phone just doesn't ping or ring the way it does when they're unblocked. So you still get the messages, which is kind of funny, which is kind of some egotistical shit, because you still want to feel like, yeah, that bitch calling me right now. I'm going to show her how I feel. I'm ignoring her, although you know that she called you or texted you, right? So the reason why you're keeping it, because it's an ego thing. That's all this shit is, man. That's all that shit is.
Yeah. It got to the point with me, I had to put details on where I met people at, right? You ever put that on the phone back in the day? Because they didn't have all the fields.
Yeah. When you met a lot of girls, you had to put old girl with the curly hair with the red
curly
shirt.
hair, met at Zozo
like
bar, or what I'm saying, met at blah blah blah. And I used to do it with the email address, right? Because they didn't have all the other fields yet, so you had to do the email address, and I would put met at, the email at, and then such and such a little detail and stuff like that. So I mean, I didn't delete numbers. I didn't know there's a lot of numbers to delete. So they ain't souvenirs, but they just there. Don't catch me on a drunk night by myself when I was making that phone call.
So, and yes, to the individual asking, are we still answering questions? Yeah, I mean, of course, we're going to take time to pause and talk about shit. You know what I'm saying? So, Eli, I'm a huge football fan. 49ers on my team. Salute to you. Great team, by the way. Is football games a great place to meet women, or a good place? Any place women are at is a good place to meet women. Gentlemen, don't get caught up with this goofy-ass YouTube shit when they try to separate shit. These niggas, J. Roman, they got day game, afternoon game, night game. Niggas got bottle game. Like if you get a section about bottle game. No, just wherever you're, gentlemen, I've said this and I'm gonna say it again. I have met women.
Bus stop game.
But I met women at bus stop. I met women at gas stations. The same thing applies. If you're interested, all you got to do is talk to the young lady. If she is interested, if there's mutual, genuine interest, then chances are you guys are going to have a conversation or see each other after that initial meeting. All that worried about grocery store game. No, it don't matter. If a woman is interested in you, she's interested in you. It don't matter if it's a full moon, a quarter moon, a lunar eclipse. It don't fucking matter. Like, yeah, this y'all overthinking this shit. So it's a football game. It's a good place to meet women. Look. Let me tell y'all something. There are going to be times where women go out or they're doing things and they're not really anticipating meeting a man. It doesn't mean they're opposed to it. They just wasn't necessarily really thinking about it, right? And there are going to be other times where women, maybe they're single, they haven't really done anything in a minute, and they're hoping to meet men. So you never know what a woman is thinking, right? So if you see a woman you're interested in, just go holler at her. It don't matter where. Don't get caught up with the venue or where you're at, because I'm going to tell you right now, any place a woman is at, if she comes into contact with a man that she's physically appealing and she likes the conversation, she's gonna be down to talk to him and see where that leads to. Don't get caught up in that shit.
I will tell you this: the only place that I shy from meeting women at is at the doctor's office, if they're there to visit the doctor too. I don't know
You don't know.
I've always you got to understand with the era that we grew up in, the AIDS commercials was bumping all day long, and you got to get checked every 4 months. They was jumping out like remember the commercials, the schools, platform, so you in there, I'll be like looking, and it's so hypocritical, right? Because I'm in there getting a physical, ain't got nothing to do with no AIDS or nothing like that, and I'm over here looking at her like, what the fuck are you in here for?
What you here for? You be looking at her, and you be like, look, let me ask you a question. I think you're attractive. Like, did you just have your pap smear? You just have your pap smear?
You sitting there kind of worried right now. You got a worried look on you. I don't. You don't seem relaxed like me. In the doctor's office.
You seem kind of fidgety and anxious.
Yeah.
What was also your analysis and your blood work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I shied away. I'm like, she good. Yeah, she. I don't know, man. This ain't the place. But nah, hey. Zach said it. Where ladies are at, where you're at, anywhere.
It doesn't matter. It literally does not matter where you're at. Again, there are going to be women who go out. They're not anticipating being hit on by men, but if they hit on by a dude that they feeling, they're gonna fuck. It doesn't matter. No, it really, truly doesn't matter. Okay, so let's go on real quick. We got that out the way.
Car dealership game. Yeah. Hey, somebody's hey, for real, we can separate back seat game. We both in the back seat. You ain't got no car either. No, me either.
Dog park game, biking trail game, rollerblading game. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Come on, man. Look. A lot of these dudes on the internet,
UPS
on YouTube
game.
Yeah, they just goofy with it. They just try to make up shit. So they make it seem like they know what the fuck they talking about.
Everything but the job, huh? Okay.
I've dealt with you. I can't say I never done, but now,
I think you got to have the advanced level for at the job because you don't want to mess up. You don't want to mess up.
At your job, I think you do have to have it. I think you do, because you not only do you got to manage her emotions away from the job, but you got to make sure when y'all at the job site, she cool as fuck. But you got to manage yourself too. Meaning, if you're at the job and some new dude get hired, and all of a sudden she start paying attention to him, you can't be like, this bitch, is she really fuck? Hey, I thought we was going to lunch today. What happened to lunch? Are you going to lunch with him or the fuck? You know what I'm saying? You got
your PDA get real. Your PDA game step up real strong. You over there rubbing her shoulders. Hey, make sure he look like yeah. This is mine. Like, nah.
HR game and shit, because you're gonna be in HR about to get fired.
Yeah, you about to be in HR for real.
So he says, ever thought of making some "what guys don't understand" merch? What's your catchphrase? Oh, that's your catchphrase.
Yeah, what you guys don't understand.
Hey,
that's not bad. I like it.
Hey, you never know. Okay, so hold on real quick.
Alcohol Anonymous game.
So he says, is there much of a difference between chemistry versus compatibility? No. I think it's semantics. I think it's about the word, how you use the word. Because you can say it's important that you and a woman have sexual chemistry. And then you can say it's important that you and a woman are sexually compatible. It's really kind of the same shit, in my opinion.
I think when people say me and her are sexually compatible, that's like an oxymoron, because you got an Audi, she got an Innie, like we all,
Yeah, it's a puzzle piece. They go together no matter what. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So my thing is that compatibility, and chemistry, to me, are slightly like somebody, a person could be really compatible and laugh at every last joke and just really have the greatest time, but they sexually not really into you.
Well,
I think that's where
that
chemistry comes in, where you can have that sexual chemistry with somebody, but y'all ain't compatible at all.
Exactly. Like this is why a lot of relationships are toxic, because the people when they fucking, they don't argue. They're great together, but outside of fucking, they argue, they curse each other out, they have a horrible relationship. Okay, and conversely, you can have people that have a great relationship outside of sex, but when they get into the bed, it just ain't hitting. You know what I'm saying? It can be either or.
So
no, you want it to be both.
Sexual
you want to have
compatibility doesn't really. I never liked that term.
So MS Move says, y'all and Real Game No Theory helped me in my relationship. Thank you, bro. Salute to you. Thank you for posting that. So Bill Pert says, how do I drown out the naysayers who give unsolicited opinions when I'm trying to accomplish a goal? Just ignore them. I mean,
why are you drowning them out? You can learn something from a bum, if not to be a bum.
Well,
like,
so the question would be, why is he drowning them out? Is he drowning them out because they have nothing valid to say, or is he drowning them out because they don't like them?
My
you
thing
gotta ask
is,
yourself, what's the question? I mean, what's the situation? Because a person you don't like can still give great advice. Just like a person you do like can give horrible advice.
Exactly. So that's, and then so what? They just saying something to you. It's your job to take it or not take it. Like, you ain't got to do what they say.
Take it or leave it.
Yeah, like, sometimes is it really the advice they're given or the way you think they look at you? Because
that's
to me, that's where the issue is at, because
that's something.
If you thinking like, man, they think I can't get nobody, they always trying to give me advice and stuff like that, then okay, then that's a different issue. It's not really about the advice. It's just the fact that people don't think you know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why they're giving you advice. So you got to check on why you're not listening to people, because listening is nothing. You ain't got to do with what they say. So somebody say, oh, you should do this. I remember somebody told me one day, we were sitting there, I was like, man, that's a nice dress on her. He goes, you should go to her and say, that dress will look better hung up in my closet. Right? And I was like, that's advice, right? That's something. That's an unsolicited opinion on what you think I should say. Is it good? Is it bad? Did it work for him? Does it not work? I don't know. The thing is, I wasn't saying that. Yeah. I didn't feel a certain way. Oh my God, man, why you got to tell me to say that, man? What you think I don't know how to talk to a lady?
Well, see, you know what, Jay? Guys look for things that quote unquote work. Well, if I say that, is it going to work? Like, is it going to get me some pussy, or is it going to get me some sex, or is it going to win her over? And there is really no one line that's going to win a woman over. Now, there might be one line that you can say that piques her interest, like makes her ears perk up. But at the end of the day, your interactions with women doesn't come down to one sentence. There's a whole lot of shit that's said before and after that shit that matters. Okay, that you do get judged on. So this is why when guys, they try to use, because Miles Cunningham, he likes to say, and if I'm getting it wrong, if he listening, my bad part, he likes to say shit like, hey, is there anyone that would have a problem with me taking you out for a drink? That's the thing he likes to say to women, right?
Yeah.
There was a guy who called into a live show one time, and he said, I said that to a woman and it didn't work. And it's like, you niggas, bro, there is no Cupid's arrow, right? This is what they're looking for. They're looking for this little line or this little sentence to be a Cupid arrow as far as getting pussy. If I could say this one thing to this chick, will she automatically want to give me some ass? Don't work that way. It don't work that way, because even if a woman tells Miles, no, there's no one at all that got a problem with you taking me out, and she agrees to go out with him, he still got to interact with her after that statement or after that little line he used to pique her interest. He still got to interact with her. So yeah, that one thing, she might have been like, I like the way he said that. Okay, the intrigue and the curiosity is there, but he still got to conversate with her going forward. So that's gonna matter more than that little line he said.
Yeah, anyway, and another, I like the way you said goal though, because it wasn't about a woman or anything like that. Even if you're talking about buying a house and you got a whole bunch of people, it ain't good a time to buy a house because the interest rates are so high, and don't buy over here, and you don't want this and you don't want that. If what you could learn is that, hey, since I don't know exactly what they're talking about, I might need to do a little more research on my own. So people saying things, and to me, it's not, either you're going to listen, because you hear it, either you're going to listen and, heed some of the warnings, the advice they're saying or anything like that. If they're just haters, that's fuel. Hey, haters is nothing but fuel. You can't do that. Okay. I don't give them a second thought. Okay, cool. But at the same time, like, learn about whatever you're trying to do. listen to some of the stuff they're saying, but put it in perspective. If you can use advice, you can use it. If you can't, you can't, and that's it. Move on.
As simple as that. Real quick, to the homie, the man mindset, dating help for men, Steve the Dean, motherfucking Williams. Get the likes up. I got mad love for Steve,
show,
with the exception that he's a Cowboys fan. There's
that
a part of me that don't like him for that reason.
That Pineapple Show Wednesday, y'all. Man, y'all had me rolling.
Well, we have a great time on that Pineapple Show. So for those of you who don't know, I'm part of the little group now. I know Steve and 50, they was doing the Pineapple Show. For the last couple of ones, I've been sitting in on it, and we have a blast. It's fun as hell. And let me just say this real quick. You will get clowned. We're just gonna let you know. Okay, you will get clowned.
It ain't for the weak.
It ain't for the weak. I have yet to see a dude come on a Pineapple Show and represent from beginning to end. I have yet to see it. Most dudes, they might have a moment or two during their interaction, but most dudes are just goofy. Okay, and the reason why they're goofy is because they come into the Pineapple Show chasing a woman. They come into the Pineapple Show. So when I say chasing, understand what I mean. They come into the Pineapple Show trying to sell themselves to the woman. Okay, and that's part of chasing, when you try to sell yourself. Hey, I'm a good option. Hey, man, I got a good job. Girl, yeah, I'm a business owner. I make great money. Yeah. You know what? And I know women say they like 6 foot plus. I'm 6'4", girl. You're trying to sell yourself to the woman, right? That's part of chasing a woman. Where you're trying to win her affection or win her over, or quote unquote get on her good side. Women know what you're doing. Now, if a woman is attracted to you enough, yeah, Renee, yes. Okay, he's the only one. Yes. Taekwondo is the only one. And he's 21 years old. He's a youngin.
Oh, he was on the Pineapple Show?
He was on the Pineapple Show probably about a year ago or so, something like that, right around there. He's the only one that represented himself like a fucking man. You got these old ass Negroes that's 30, 40, whatever the hell old they are. You got grandfatherly niggas. This one dude was like in the 60s or 70s, trying to holler at these young chicks in their 20s and 30s and shit. He came on there.
Oh, and he was putting it down until he got. I find on the show the haters come out every time there's a guy on the thing, and it's never really what she described, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's never the average of what they would deem, the good looking 6 foot, whatever. It's always some dude on there, doesn't really fit the parameters, but he starts talking to her, right? And he starts kind of getting in. And then next thing you know, the haters come out. Boop. Oh, girl, don't be with that. But she's into the discussion because
there's been times
that guy had
was into the dude, and they pineapple him. Yes,
yeah, combo. They pineapple him and get him off, and it don't be her. It'd be like the callers or the super chat. You can super chat somebody off. So that's
the swag cam is ruthless. You look real quick. I'm gonna say something, and for the dude. You know who you are. There was a dude who called into the Real Game No Theory show a couple weeks back. And we hit him with the swag cam, and he just hung up the phone call. And then like a couple of days later, he called in to Steve's show. And he admitted that his feelings were kind of hurt. You know what I'm saying? He admitted this shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, why are you feeling hurt? Look, gentlemen, y'all can make fun of me all day. My feelings will not be hurt because another man made fun of how I dress. Like, I'm not going to take you serious, okay? So my point is this, okay? He admitted that his feelings were hurt, and my thing is this. A lot of you guys, y'all got friends who aren't really friends. Okay, let me explain what I mean. I remember I was in Biloxi, Mississippi one time. This was a couple years back. And me and this dude, you know what I'm saying, we went to the liquor store. And there was a chick who walked by, and she looked horrible. Like her outfit looked horrible. And I said to him, she ain't got no friends. And he was like, what do you mean? Because if she had friends that cared about her, they would have told her not to wear that shit. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is a lot of y'all ain't got friends because they see you look whack, and they don't say nothing to you.
Zach,
you know what I'm
saying? I will never forget. My brother called me. A couple of the homies, they came to pick me up. I hopped in the car. they all started kind of looking back at me, right? And looking at my shoes, looking me up and down. And my brother drove to the nearest little strip mall joint. And he said, "Hey, bro, you cannot go looking like this." And I was like, "What?" He said, "You cannot go looking like this." Now, I've always not really cared about clothes, right?
Mhm.
Just personality. Yo, what's up? Especially because we used to have a clothing line, and we found out how much clothes cost, and then how much they sell them to you for. And
Right.
that really kind of like turned me off because it's like, man, I know they
Because
got this shirt.
the upmark is horrible, bro.
Yeah, the upmarket is 300, 400, 500%, right? They get the shirt for 10 cents, 20 cents and sell it to you for $15, $20.
Mhm.
So I was like, I ain't playing that game. I like what I like. I put on, but they was like, no, you're not going with these shoes. And I think my shoes were kind of dusted at the time. And no, they had to be dusted, not kind of. And so, we went in there. They say, "Hey, buy some shoes or we're not going." And they was on me. They was on me. Man, what you been walking through the desert with? And so I got me some shoes and we went to the party, but they was still on me at the party all the way back and things. But that's friends for you. That's friends. Like,
Yeah.
look, man, we still your boy, but dog, you looking busted right now. We can't do it. You can't represent us walking in.
See, and
So
that's the thing. They're like, because like I know Jay Roman and any guys, if y'all fuck with real dudes, y'all know y'all can be in a group of dudes going out to a club, bar, whatever, or lounge, or any type of festival where you guys are trying to get up on some females. Sometimes there's one dude in the group who fucked the whole vibe up. Okay. And the reason why he fucked the whole vibe up is because let's say it's 5 of y'all. 4 of y'all are on point. This one dude just looked toe up on the floor up, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm showing my age with that motherfucking phrase and shit. Right. So y'all meet 5 women. Now it's 5 of y'all. 4 of y'all are on point. The 5th one, y'all looking at him like all y'all whispering to each other, we should have left that nigga at home. Right?
Yeah.
Now, so if y'all meet 5 women, 4 of those women could be down with the 4 of y'all. But the 5th one is looking at your boy like, no. That 5th woman can fuck up the whole night for everybody. Because their girl's gonna be like, well, she ain't with it, then we ain't with it. Literally, that one chick, because she ain't feeling your boy who busted and disgusted, you know what I'm saying, can fuck up everything for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So there were times when I had homies where I'm like, he can't go out with us no more. We can play basketball with this nigga. We can play pool with this nigga. We can do laser tag with this nigga. We can do paintball with this nigga. But when it comes to getting on chicks, he cannot come out with us. So there were dudes that I had to designate like that.
And I want to say there's a difference between you putting on an outfit or you putting on something and your boys ain't feeling it. It still looks clean. It still looks, but they're like, nah, dog, that don't look, and you like, so what? I'm gonna rock this. This is what I'm doing, right? Compared to some stuff you put on where man, them shoes is a little bit dusted. That shirt it's had its best day and it ain't today. So, there's a difference. I understand standing on your square. If you feel something, you feel it. Like if you put on that outfit, it's a little brighter than you normally will put on. And your boys is like, hey, dog, that's a little bright, bro. And you like, you know what? I'm rocking this lime green or whatever. Hey, that's you. That's you. But there's a difference between that and something that is dusted, shouldn't even be coming out. And that's what it was. So just putting that on there. Laser tag definitely show your age. All right, let me go through, look at some of these questions real quick. I'm loving all the comments though. Y'all on it today.
And I stepped away, so let me just say this. To your point, I caught a little bit of what you said. There's a difference between you just like, I'm not feeling his outfit in the sense that I wouldn't wear it, versus a dude literally looking like he don't care about his physical appearance. Like this nigga don't care. All right, so look, gentlemen, we ain't gonna be here long. We're about to get up out this motherfucker real quick. Hold on. Y'all niggas be killing me with these questions, man. Okay, I got to skip some of them. Okay, hold on real quick. Yeah, a woman, yeah. Steve-O, baby, yes. A woman will lose. Look, let me tell y'all something. Okay, and I said this before. I said it so many times, I'm going to say it again. Your lack of consistency, when you show yourself to be an inconsistent individual, it don't matter if you're a man or a woman, right? It don't matter what type of relationship you have, a business relationship, a working relationship, a romantic or a sexual relationship, or just a friendship. If you show yourself to be an inconsistent person, a lot of people won't respect you. Because part of consistency or being a consistent person speaks volumes of people's ability to trust in you or believe in you, right? Believe in your word. Whatever you say you're going to do, you're going to do. If you say you're going to be somewhere at a certain time, you're there, right? So when you talk about a woman losing respect based on your actions and behaviors, yes. So think about this, Steve-O, baby. If a woman can lose respect for you based on your actions and behaviors, then a woman can also be attracted to you or lose attraction for you based on your actions and behaviors. This is why how you act, how you conduct yourself matters. Understand something. The majority of the time when women make a decision to get into a relationship, not a relationship, my bad, well, even relationships, but when they make a decision to want to deal with you, even just sexually, right? A lot of that is based on how they look at you when it comes to how you act and how you behave.
I'm gonna say that Steve-O, I ain't gonna say the baby part. That's just weird. I'll just call you Steve-O. Speech, communication, and then actions behind it is really what kind of seals somebody's view of you. So if you always say something and back that up with actions, they know you're a solid person. And I think that's the first place that people go wrong at. And the first thing people will start to notice is that he's not living up to the things that he said about himself, because you gave information, unsolicited information about yourself to somebody. Oh, I never do this. Oh, I do this. Or I only do this. Or I don't drink when I go out. And then when y'all go out, you're drunk. So instantly that's like, well, he's cool. We had a good time, but I thought he said he didn't drink when he goes out. Like it starts to chip away at, everything you said if it doesn't back up and match with your actions. So, that's just one thing we got to watch out too, is that then they'll start to lose respect off of that.
Okay. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. He says, where to take a woman on the first date. We already discussed that. So we're going to move on.
Yeah.
Okay, now, this is the goofy shit I want to talk about. I want to talk about this goofy shit. I want to talk about this goofy ass shit right here.
I be reading these like a narrative. I told a girl at the bar that I wanted to hook up. She said she wasn't the type of girl. When I suggested going for a date, she said she wasn't interested. Okay, she was playing with her hair.
So she's playing with her hair. So what? So see, a lot of these goofy ass YouTubers who give y'all advice and they try to give y'all clues. Hey, here's a clue. A woman might be interested. Okay, I want guys to pay attention to advice you're giving, and I had to check myself on this. I had to pay attention when I'm giving advice. If you pay attention to what I say, I'll say in my earnest opinion or based on my personal experiences, or I would say this, exceptions aside, meaning what I'm saying is not always 100% absolute. There's always another thing that can happen in that type of situation. So if a guy says, hey man, when a woman is playing with her hair, that's a sign that she's interested. It also could be a sign that she's nervous, because this is what women know. Dudes are so feminine these days. They know if they reject you, they might be met with violence, or they might be met with name calling or anything like that. So what you're doing, Jatara, whatever your name is, you're chasing a woman. If you told her you wanted to hook up and she said, I ain't that type of girl, and then you said, oh, so you ain't trying to fuck? Well, what about a date then? You're chasing her. That's what you did. You're basically thirsty. Okay, you jumped out the window with some let's hook up, and she said, no, I'm not interested. The moment, look, let me tell y'all something. If you're gonna lead with sex or anything that gives the impression that you're leading with sex and a woman says no, end the conversation. It makes no sense to even talk to her after that, because now you're saying, well, let me take you out on a date then. Why would you take a woman out on a date who told you she doesn't want to fuck you?
Yeah. And that sounds like
That
it's going to
makes
be
no
a
sense.
real safe date. Hey, you want to
She
fuck?
told you she's not
Nah, I
sexually
don't want to
interested in
fuck.
you.
Oh, you want to go on a date? What
Yeah,
all you told her was during the whole date, he's gonna try to fuck me. That's all it said was during the
Exactly.
whole date, he's gonna try to fuck me. That's all that is.
That's why she said no, because she is not sexually attracted to you. So she basically said, you're gonna offer me your dick. I don't want it. Then you're gonna offer me a date so you can continue to offer me your dick. No, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. No social awareness, no social intelligence. Go ahead, Phil.
I used to know a girl that played with her hair, pull one strand out and eat it. She had a problem. Playing with your hair don't always mean what you think it means. So,
Exactly.
That's funny. That's it on that.
So let's move on from that.
Next question. Yeah.
All right. So Hoodie Villain says, control your emotions around your female. This a statement, nigga? Around your female boss who's over emotional and talk shit. She be tripping. She almost fired me because I said, shut the fuck. Yeah, bro, she should have fired you if you said shut the fuck up.
Now I back down, but I feel soft. She's your boss. Like, okay. So look, I worked in an area where I had nothing but female bosses, all the way up to the top, to the CEO, right? I didn't look at her no different. She's a boss. Like, that's it. You got dudes that micromanage and over emotional too. So the only thing I would say is, shut the fuck up is a very disrespectful thing to say
to your boss,
to an employee, and to a boss.
Yeah, in a workplace.
Now I wouldn't let my boss talk crazy to me, and I will give my boss the respect a boss deserves who signs my paychecks. But if it goes past that, then it might not be the job for me. Somebody talking too crazy to you. But, and I don't mean like if you got a boss that come in, you fucking late, yo, motherfucker, always late and shit all the time, and why your bitch ass late all the like, hey, don't talk to me like that. Just you can tell me I'm late, and write me up or do whatever, but all that extra stuff ain't cool. So I don't think you should have. Yeah, I don't. I mean, did she talk crazy? I want to. I wish we had the call.
I want to know a little bit more. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to know a little more. Like, did she normally talk crazy to you, which allowed you to talk crazy to her? Because
it seemed like y'all have a funky ass relationship where y'all talk crazy to each other.
Yeah.
So
when you say I feel soft, I don't let anybody take me out of my manhood rules, my principles, and it might be different than other people, but that's something I stand on. Is I'm gonna be me no matter what the situation is. So ain't nobody gonna make me feel soft.
Yeah,
off almost firing me and me, because my manhood alone would have had me talking a certain way, and our relationship would be different right now. I've never had a job where my boss didn't think I was cool and didn't want me as an employee and didn't
and didn't respect you and didn't understand
respect me and stuff. So I don't know what's going on at the job, but there's a lot more history I would have to break down. But if you're set in don't ever let anybody change the way you feel about you. That's not. I feel soft. I don't know. I need more information on that.
I'm bothered by the fact that he says he has a female boss that always talks shit. Why are you still working there then?
Over emotional and talk shit. You should have been talking to her.
Why you still employed? Look, let me tell y'all something. This is no different than being in a toxic relationship where all you do is argue with somebody and curse each other out all day. Okay, you choose to stay in that relationship. You choose to stay in that environment, right? You choose that, right? So what it is a lot of times when you get frustrated and you feel like there's no out, what you resort to is just cursing each other out and yelling at each other and all that other shit. There's another way you can handle it without being overly emotional. Just leave the job. Quit. Get another job. And she'd be tripping and almost fired me because I said, shut the fuck up. Bro, why would you tell your boss that? Okay, anyway, he said, I backed down. Of course you backed down because you realized there was some bills that was about to get unpaid. And you're like, I got to pay my bills.
Hey, if you got a job and you don't like the job, get another job while you have that job and then, quit. But my thing is this, like, I'm a teller now. I don't this ain't no hood rules. This is not snitching. We got a professional
go to HR.
workplace.
If she's cursing you out, go to HR, get her fired.
Yeah. You talking crazy to me as a boss? We going above you to the next person and say, hey, this is what's going on. I don't know how you training your bosses, but I walked in the door. She was very emotional and was talking a whole bunch of crap. Like
I ain't never had that shit happen to me, bro.
You work.
Never.
When you work somewhere, you representing yourself somewhere. You working for a job. So for me, I've always taken the job because I always, wanted to have money. And, I treat my jobs very well. But then again, I wasn't born there. I just worked there. So this ain't the be all end all. So, but yeah, I would tell in a heartbeat. What'd you say to me? We going up. We going up the chain here. Yeah, we going up the chain
if
here.
She's talking to you in such a way that's beyond the scope of her job. Like if she's talking to you in a very unprofessional way and it's personal, go to HR with that shit.
Yeah. Hey, hoodie villain. The hoodie rules don't apply here.
You see what he's saying? Because it pays good. You see how the money got you whipped? Yeah, she talks crazy to everybody. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I don't.
Hey,
bro,
yeah.
she don't got.
Hey, we
bro,
going
you
up.
don't just sound like you complaining about. You sound like you complaining about a relationship.
I will tell you this though. You got to be smart. I document. I will get a notebook and document every interaction we have.
The
emails
and all that you do from work.
It'll be like a diary there, and then I'll be in HR. It'd be 6 months would go by. She thinks she's just over there, just really just giving it to me, and then the HR will call her in there, and she'll see me sitting there, and she'll know, oh shit.
Or you know what, Jay Roman? Anytime she calls you to her little cubicle, her office, have your cell phone in your pocket and just hit record. Boom. So when you walk up in there, if she say anything that's out of line, you recording her. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I'm not gonna work in no environment where my boss is cursing me out and talking shit to me like I ain't nothing. It ain't gonna
I've been in some places where bosses have tried to get me fired, and employees, and I survived it all.
Oh, I've had employees,
and that's because I know how to move at the workplace. I work. I do what you hired me to do. But you start talking crazy. No. We're gonna write this down. I have a folder and deliver it to your boss. This is what's going on. That's why other employees are quitting. This is why. Let me tell you. Okay, we didn't know it was the boss. We're going to get rid of that person.
There you go. So Marcus V says, "Do y'all all these simps making the game harder for players because women prefer simps over real?" Bro, don't worry about all that. Okay, Marcus V, don't look. Let me tell y'all something. Never concern yourself with shit you can't control. You cannot control what women like. You cannot control who they like. You cannot control what they're into. All you need to be worried about are the women who actually want to be a part of your situation. Concern yourself with how those women conduct themselves when it comes to you. What all these other women are doing that ain't got nothing to do with you, don't worry about that shit. It's a lot of wasted energy, in my opinion.
Yeah, agreed. And I just think that, don't let nobody change your principles as a man, because it doesn't matter if they would prefer simps over real men. You're defining yourself as something. You find the people like what did Razcast say? I'm just trying to find somebody that understands my story. So
Exactly.
I'm trying to find people that's compatible with me. That's it. That know what I'm about, know what I like, listen to me, and understand what I've got going on. So, who cares about other people?
It's like, you know what it's like? It's like asking guys, not guys, it's like asking women, why do you women get pregnant by guys who ain't shit? Like, why do you, did you get her pregnant? If you ain't the one who got her pregnant, you ain't got no dealings with her, Don't worry about why she makes the decision that she makes. It don't impact your life. There's a saying: if it don't impact my pay, it don't impact or affect my day.
See,
I don't give a fuck what people do.
That's my thing about people, man, being balanced. Like
what people do, man.
Like he got a tattoo, I ain't shit on his forehead. So some of them didn't have a I ain't shit tattoo on the forehead. Some of them didn't have all these big old signs and stuff. You know, some of them have good game and ran it on her. Next, you know, she walking around with an ain't shit baby dad. Like maybe she seen all the signs and was pressing the gas. Who cares? It ain't you.
Yeah, fuck them. That ain't gonna do with me. I don't give a fuck. Now, two things could be true at the same time. I can say to myself, damn, that's a goofy ass situation. But I can also say, ain't none of my business. At the same goddamn time. That's a goofy ass situation, but it ain't none of my business. Let me move on.
Because you know
all I care about is my life and what's going on in my circle, in my household, whether or not the situation is positive or negative. If you spend your time worried about what these other people are doing, to me, what that tells me about your personal life is you have a very boring, uneventful life where there's nothing going on. Because you're dedicating too much time to worry about what other people are doing. Okay, fuck them. All right, so the individual says, I've been breaking the rules. I don't tell women I like you or I love you. But if I miss her, I tell her. If I just want to fuck her, I tell her. I say it's plenty of time this way, but one of your thoughts, you've been breaking, what rules have you been breaking? I don't know what the fuck that means, bro. What the fuck?
I don't know. I don't tell women I like you or love you. But if I miss her, I tell her. So is that the rule break that you tell them that you miss them?
Yeah, I don't
want to talk.
Because I'm not. Well, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm not telling no woman that I'm not seriously dating that I miss her. Okay, she won't hear them type of words from me. I'm not gonna tell a chick I know for 3 weeks I miss you. She ain't gonna hear that shit. I'm not gonna tell a woman that shit.
My thing is, even if you do say that, what's the actions behind it? Like, are you goofy? Are you running behind her? Are you, hey, you missed me? Yeah, I missed you a little bit. I wanted to talk to you today. And then you don't talk to her for 3 weeks because you're busy. What is, that's something different. Like,
bro,
but at the same time, like, what do you really miss about somebody you just met?
I remember my mother told me, God bless the dead. She passed away March 31st, 2016. I remember when I was in high school, she gave me and my brother some of the realest game, right? I remember one of my brothers was asking her opinion on something. He's like, yeah, this girl that was asking me, do I miss her? Because I guess the weekend had come upon us, and one of my brothers was talking to this chick on the phone, and a young lady had asked one of my brothers, "You miss me?" And one of my brothers was asking my mother's opinion on that. And she used to always use the word hussy. Why do I keep talking about these hussies? You know what I'm saying? That was her word and shit, right? And she would say, next time one of these funky ass chicks asks you, do you miss them? Tell them this. Yeah, I miss you about as much as you miss me. You know what I'm saying? Like don't really entertain it like that, right? Because a lot of people, they just want validation to make them feel good about shit. Right. So for me to tell a chick that I miss her, it would have to be a woman I'm seriously dating, and maybe she went out of town for like 2 weeks and shit. And then she calls me up, hey, I'm coming back in town. I can't wait to see you. Girl, I miss you, girl. I can't wait to see your ass too. That's different. But if you're talking about a chick, I ain't seen you in 3 days. I miss you. Are you serious? Come on, man. It got to make sense.
I miss you, and I mean it a little. But at the same time, if you miss her, tell her you miss her then.
Like, I mean, if you do miss her,
my thing is like,
miss her. Yeah, go ahead.
Folks, like, you, but you can always improve and be a better person. But I don't know where your faults are at. I don't know where you lack at. Like, I don't know what type of job you got. I don't know what type of schedule you holding. I don't know none of that stuff. So, if you miss her and you say I miss you, okay, what does that mean? If you, in the grand scheme of things, if you're still sticking to your schedule, still sticking to the stuff you got to do, if you still sticking to that, like it's like sometimes confusing the girl when you tell her, yeah, I miss you, and then you don't see her for like weeks. I tell you right now, she'd be like,
what is that? That's the inconsistency. That's that inconsistency.
What does that mean? Like, and you're like, well, hey, yeah, I miss you, but I still got to grind and do my thing. Like, so keep it all in perspective of understanding. You still have to like the show it's entitled, give them the opportunity to pursue you. You still have to give them the opportunity to express to you that, you know, you still have to give them the opportunity for them to get to genuinely know you. So if you don't lie, like if you miss her, tell you miss her.
Yeah,
Like
if you miss a time, yeah, don't look, gentlemen. There's nothing wrong with expressing a genuine feeling that you have.
yeah.
Okay, but understand though, when you express it, understand, is the woman worthy of you expressing that to her though? Understand that. But like Jay Roman is saying, if you genuinely feel that way, express yourself.
I mean, see, I would rather wonder though, why would you miss somebody that you just met?
Yeah,
So
hell
like,
yeah, I'm trying to wonder that shit too.
my thing is, hey, I don't lie to yourself, because that's one of the biggest problems we got is we lie to ourselves a lot of times. So hey, if
you know what it is, Jay?
Hey, I miss you, but why do you miss somebody?
They miss fucking them. That's all it is.
Yeah, just say that. You know what?
Just say that.
Just say
I miss that pussy.
Boom.
I miss that head game. Just say that. If that's what it is, just say that. But you know what it is? Is guys, they want to toggle the line between being cool and romantic. I want to toggle. I don't want to be too much of either. I want to toggle the line. So I'm gonna say I miss you because I think it sounds cool, but I really don't miss her, the woman. I just miss fucking her. You know what I'm saying? Just say that if that's what you miss.
Nah, I heard some cold lines before where the dude was like, you know, what did you give me to miss? Like what did you do?
I like that.
That I should miss. And the thing is that
I like that.
You know, missing something and expressing it, like I would never sit and tell somebody not to express honesty, but at the same time, mentally, what are you saying and what are you conveying to the person? You know, what are they getting from it? Like, because everybody got their angles, and I'm not saying it's all game, but at the same time, you know yourself, know what's up with yourself. If you just miss hitting that thing, don't talk I miss you, because that's what we're talking about. You're pursuing and playing into those romantic, emotional things because you think that's what she needs to hear for you to get what you want out of it.
Well, and I would even say be careful of telling women that you miss them sexually. Be careful of that too, because you don't want a woman to believe that you can be controlled by that. So, but all that comes back to you just being honest and being genuine. If you are just being genuine and you being authentically yourself and you're just speaking from that perspective, do you. Now, when it comes to telling women, if I like a woman, I ain't got no problem telling her I like her. If I like a woman, I have no problem telling a woman, like if we sitting there talking and I've already made, like, let's say a chick has been a fuck buddy for a few months now, and I invite her out to like lunch, and I've never taken her to eat before, but after 3 months of fucking her, whatever, I like her, I'm feeling her. So I take her out to eat, and then she says to me, damn, I'm surprised. We've never done this before. You've never taken me out to eat. And she might say, so what has changed? And I might look at her and I'm like, hey, look, I ain't gonna front. I like you. I ain't got no problem telling the chick that. I ain't gonna front. I like you. And that's me telling her why I'm doing something that's a break from the norm. It's because, hey, I like you. I'm feeling you. I ain't gonna front. I ain't got no problem telling a woman that if that's what I'm feeling at that precise moment in time. Now, what she does with that is what she does with that. Right. But I'm not saying it to elicit a certain type of response. I'm saying it because that's how I really feel right now. I'm taking you out because I like you. I'm feeling you. I ain't gonna front. You had to feel.
No, I think that's a great example. And then some of y'all need to find other words like, man, I'm really interested in getting to know you. Like, I'm excited to get to know you. Like that ain't I miss you. That ain't I love you. That ain't I like you. It's just, we seeing what's up. We seeing what's going to be. So
there you go. Just look, gentlemen, at the end of the day, I want men, if you get anything from this, stop trying to prove to women that you're worthy of them. Stop trying to win them over. Stop trying to win their affection. Stop trying to show that you're worthy of them having sex with you. But also just stop trying to sell yourself. Just introduce women to you, give them an option to pursue the opportunity that is you, assuming that they're feeling you in that way. But don't try and sell yourself so they can look at you how you view yourself. Because sometimes as men, we view ourselves a certain way, but women don't always view you how you view yourself. They don't, right? And I think a lot of times, guys, they get caught up in their ego because you view yourself a certain way, but women don't view yourself the same way.
All right, G-Dog, I see you.
What's he talking about? What he talking about, right?
He said, if she said I miss you, I said I know. That's normal.
You see?
I like it.
There you go. And that's basically what you're doing is you sidestepping the bullshit. Because sometimes when women say shit, it's because they want you to react a certain way, and you're like, yeah, I know that's normal.
See, I'm pretty.
Yeah.
I'll even ask.
I like that.
I even ask them early. You miss me? Yeah. I just want to see what they say. Oh, that would be nice. The thought, you know. I have fun. Have fun, man. Y'all need to have fun. I like that. That's fun right there.
Or to your point, let's say for the sake of argument, a woman calls you, and you see that she called, but you're busy, like you're legitimately busy. You're like, I'll call her later when I'm freed up. And let's say she happens to text you before you get a chance to call her. And then you finally do call her when you're free. You might say, shit, did you miss me? She might be like, what? I mean, girl, you called me, you text me, you really want my attention? What's up? You miss me? You might play with it a little bit to see what she say. And she might tell you, yeah, I did. I didn't think you would ever call me, girl. You know I like you. You know I like you. You know I got a little love for you. You know I was gonna call you. Just be patient, right? So sometimes, like you said, you could play with it.
And I think that's the part that is missing for a lot of gentlemen, because when you're playing, it's fun and it's relaxing, and you're not all in your head. You don't care what the response is of the joke. You're just enjoying yourself, and that person is there. And it could be somebody else because it's just you. It's just you. And I think that more people start having a little more fun, laughing and enjoying yourself. And if they ain't feeling it, then you already know what it is. You already
stop being so serious.
Your boy, oh, I don't think she liked that joke. Well, then that's the type of jokes I say. So guess what? We got, her leaving ain't cool. Her leaving is cool.
We're not doing another hour. Now, if y'all start coming with them 20s and them 30s and 40s and 50s, you know what I'm saying, to myself and Jay Roman, I might be able to talk him into something, but it ain't gonna be no another hour. You know what I'm saying? I've exhausted my throat is getting dry.
Nah, you be on it, man. You was on the you got the Tuesday show. I might have to
man, we did 7 hours.
7 hours on Tuesday.
7 hours. I think it was Wednesday. It was when 50 was. I think 50 wasn't there Tuesday for the sex talk, but he was there Wednesday for the pineapple joint, and he ended up bouncing. And me and Steve, I think we went from like 7 to like fucking 1 or 2 in the morning. Like it was 6 hours, literally 6-7 hours, bro.
We went. I didn't catch on. I just caught some funny parts.
We went, man. And and I used to always tell myself, there's no way I can do that long. But sometimes when you spitting that real shit and you just talking, your shit, you look up and you be like, man, I spent literally a work day talking to these niggas.
I'm telling you, like I told 50, I said one day everybody should get together and do a 24-hour marathon of game and just be on there 24 hours, different subjects, different stuff. It just at
the same time, or are we doing it in shifts?
Doing it in shifts or at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Like shifts, same time, but always a couple people on the thing. So to see how I rock, but especially if you guys are introducing something new, just to kick it off and stuff. So, but yeah, man, the shows be funny. I that's that Tuesday one. I'm going to check that out, man. That's my joint.
Yeah. Matter of fact, speaking of the Tuesday one, I'm not going to answer this question right here. Antonio Wing Chun. He says, sup, fam, why does clitoral orgasm is more pleasurable than a big penis pounding her? Why is the sensational orgasm so good for women? I'm not going to answer that question right now. I could and I would, but I would rather you ask that question on the Tuesday show. Right? Because right now, we haven't gotten really sexual with this show. so I can still get commercials played on my shit, right? So, or ads,
I
right?
think some women would differ on that question.
Yeah, some women would definitely differ. So the Tuesday show, I already know I'm not running no ads on that show because it's very explicit, it's very sexual. So Antonio, if you're still there, please come back and ask that question on the Tuesday joint, and we gonna be very, very, very specific about that.
Somebody put the game-a-thon, the game-a-thon. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. A game-a-thon,
but not today. That's what I'm
talking about.
But it would. I think that would be dope. But y'all gonna have to really participate a lot with the super chats, the liking of the videos, the participation in the live chat.
It just has to be set up right.
Nigga, wow. Yeah. Hold on, real quick. He said something very important. He said, yeah. On the Saturday show, like if y'all think about it, I'm way more sexual on Tuesdays. I might talk a little shit on Saturdays, but yo, man, I gotta make this scratch. You know what I'm saying? So I like to make a little bit of ends, you know what I'm saying, off these ads. So that's why Tuesdays is no holds barred. We don't care. It's no holds barred. We don't care. But today, this is why I would love to answer that question. That's right up my alley. Today. Oh, I'm glad you said that. Cash App instead of YouTube doesn't take. Yes. Cash App is a lot better because YouTube take like 30%. Off the top.
Grinded.
They take 30%. Yeah, YouTube is
grind.
So if you see a
grind.
nigga $10, YouTube taking $3.
The grind is real, boy.
Off the top, you know what I'm saying? So Cash App, PayPal's, Venmo, whatever, Zelle, whatever. I don't do no Zelle, but what I'm saying is that shit is more appreciated because at least a nigga get 100% of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. So real quick, we're about to bounce. Jay Roman, you got anything you want to plug? Because I know me and you about to get this joint jumping off. Yes. YouTube, I don't want to say, you know what? Let me chill. YouTube ain't got no problem with y'all. I love y'all. Anyway, go ahead, Phil.
No. I'm gonna get comfortable with this again. Let me know if y'all need somebody for a Tuesday thing, man. That's I can say some stuff on there. I don't want to mess up your YouTube and stuff, but but I'm excited about Vegas. It's about a month away. Going there Labor Day weekend. I'm excited to see everybody in the same joint and stuff, and having a good time. So if you come out, just come out to have a good time. Come out and have a good time. Sharpen the tools a little bit. There's times that I sit, and even when we're all talking, and I'll see the way somebody says something, and I say, I like that. I like the way that was expressed.
Right.
So I know there's a lot of people that feel like they got the Jedi Force, right? They got the Jedi Force, but even the Jedis had to tune up with each other every now and then. And it's not, something so deep. Besides, sometimes you'll hear something that ignites a certain different thought or a different way to do something or say something.
That's facts.
Pursue anything. So, maybe you even come, and I'm encouraging everybody to come, not just those who really need some game, but even the ones that just like to tune it up a little bit. Because I recognize there's some people out here that y'all got some stuff. Y'all cool. Y'all ain't hurting, but you can always tune up a little bit.
Yeah, there's dudes in the chat where you can tell they got some game to them, right? You know what I'm saying? So look, let me just say this. It's gonna be epic. Okay, and I don't know when Miles and Lucario are gonna be able to do another Game Kings or do anything on the scale that they're doing it now. So again, you got Miles and Lucario, right, as the keynote speakers, right? Or as not the keynote speakers, but the guys that are running everything. But you got Afi, 1950, King Dre, Steve the Dean. Okay, did I leave anybody out? I feel like I'm leaving somebody out. Okay, if I'm leaving somebody out, I feel like I'm leaving somebody out. I don't know why I feel that way.
I ain't speaking, but I'll be there.
Okay, myself, Jay Roman, Mr. Justin. It's gonna be a bunch of dudes, you know what I'm saying, who are gonna be together. Then I look forward to meeting everybody, you know what I'm saying? The only people I've met in person, I think Taekwondo's gonna be there too. I believe Taekwondo's gonna be there. I met Taekwondo, I met Ron Wills, I met L, I met Miles. I met them, of course, but everyone else I've never met in person. So I look forward to it. And look, let me tell y'all something, man. Look, to get all them dudes in one place, you know, I know we're gonna be at the cigar bar. We're gonna be throwing back a couple of hooks at the cigar bar.
Yeah.
You're gonna have dudes that get it in for real that are gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be walking down the strip as a fucking collective, as a fucking conglomerate. You know what I'm saying? Chilling. Come on, man. Y'all better get there. Y'all better get there.
Hey, I'll tell you this too, man. The Wolves. You know, I know you heard me in 1950 always talk about
Grand Cam gonna
guys.
be there. Shout out to Grand Cam. Shout out to Grand Cam. Shout out to you. I forgot he's gonna be there. He's gonna be there as well.
Me and 1950, we mentioned it before on some of these lives that, you know, we grew up around some wolves, right? Like some of my dogs is gonna be out there too, and I'm talking about
they got partners gonna be out there.
Yeah, the real wolves that help sharpen the iron. They're not on here. Like this ain't just a representation. This was formed. Like this is formed here, and I'm telling you right now, it is going to be a great time.
It's gonna be epic.
It's gonna be comedic.
If y'all need to get, for some of y'all that live like in Arizona, or if you live in anywhere in Nevada, California, or Oregon, it shouldn't be that much of a big deal for y'all to at least drive there. At least if you can't afford a plane ticket, drive there. Maybe stay at Motel 6, something that's cheap or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I know not everybody money is the same. Some people got plenty of money to do whatever they want to do. Some other people, you got to budget your shit. There's nothing wrong with that. But if I were you, if you live in close proximity where it's drivable, get your ass there.
And I say this:
shit! Oh, wait a minute! We might have to go a little bit longer now.
If you are a little bit, you know, you feel a little bit nervous coming out to Vegas because all these wolves, all these true dudes is there, and you're the type of person that really need to come out and see it, because there's nothing like seeing something and learning it firsthand right there in your face.
Facts.
Miles, we were just about to end this shit, but Miles is here. So, hey real quick.
It's sold out, though.
It's sold out. You want to speak on it?
Oh, sold out?
Is there anything left for them to purchase?
Okay.
At all?
No, it's done.
Everything is done. Like the cigar bar, everything is done.
Everything, bro. Everything's done.
Well.
We sold out.
For all you motherfuckers.
Because let me tell you something. A lot of cats think that just because it's only a couple of hundred people that be watching our lives, right? Like we not them other niggas getting thousands and thousands of views and all this type of shit. Yeah. That we on some small time shit. But what they don't know is that, look, man. Again, I say this as humbly as possible. Lakari and I've been doing this shit since 2006. You can't tell me that half the niggas that y'all listening to on YouTube today is not influenced by us. You understand what I'm saying? So when we actually put a event like this together, there's chances it could be sold out. And for you cats who move too slow because you thought, I could get my tickets any fucking time. Them niggas is small fry. Them niggas ain't nothing. We sold out.
Y'all kept bullshitting. You kept bullshitting.
You know what I'm saying? If you kept bullshitting, you ain't get your ticket.
We're gonna be on the strip, so come out and.
Now you gotta watch it on live stream. You get what I'm saying? Now you gotta get your live stream tickets. That's all you can do now.
Yep. So if y'all trying to be at the spot, matter of fact, y'all not even gonna know where the spots is at because you're not gonna be privy to that because you didn't spend no money to get it.
Facts.
So you're not even gonna know.
Well, catch it on live. Hey, catch it on live. You know, catch it on live and walk down the strip and be like, there they are.
Yeah, man. But shout out to y'all for holding it down, man. You know, a nigga celebrating his birthday and shit out here, vacationing and shit, trying to get it in. You feel me? But we just got back from the excursion, so it is what it is. You know, about to mud and all this sand, all this type of crazy shit, man. Because we was in the jungle for real. You know what I'm saying?
So are y'all on like a all-inclusive resort?
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask.
No. We on some regular shit, our Airbnb shit.
Oh, that's what. Y'all chilling with the locals. Then y'all right there.
Yeah, Airbnb.
That's what it's about. I feel that.
See, look at the map real quick. This is the map of the excursion that we did.
Oh,
All
that,
through
oh,
the
that,
jungle.
that was a minute. That was a good minute.
Wow.
You see that shit?
Yeah,
All
yeah.
through the jungles.
I'd have kept my map on too. Find me.
Facts,
That's what's
man.
up.
But yeah,
That's
man,
what's up.
appreciate y'all holding it down, man. For the manhood, it is a skill set show. So did y'all turn on phone lines or anything?
No.
Okay.
Zach didn't have the
You
phone
got
lines
some
on
time?
today.
Huh?
You got some time?
Hey, shit, let's do it.
Turn on the phone lines. Fuck it.
Y'all niggas. It's a lazy day, huh? You ain't got the kids this weekend, huh?
No,
Zach?
no, I don't. 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 But I
Yeah,
got some issue with the phone lines though, which is why I couldn't do it because
Okay.
they can hear me, but they can't hear the other like the people who call in. They can hear me, but they can't hear everybody else.
Exactly.
Well,
Yeah, that's the same
fix
thing that was
that.
happening with me with
Yeah, I
with
got about
Block
40
Talk.
minutes and I got to get out. So
Nah, I give y'all niggas about maybe 10, 20, man. I ain't really about that life like that.
All right, cool. So we
This is
doing
super
the regular
OT
phone
right
number
here.
real quick.
Oh yeah, go ahead. 919-647-9392, I think.
Okay, there we go.
this is about their alley. They all call in late anyway. Here you go.
Yeah, exactly. This is the time, man.
So if y'all gonna call in, y'all better do it now because Miles
Please.
said y'all got about 10 minutes, nigga.
Please,
In fact,
please,
y'all
please,
got
please.
38
I
minutes.
literally
38 minutes with me.
Let me tell you something. I was doing some other work and then I noticed that my channel said I was live. And I was like, let me find out these niggas is still on here, bro. I'm like, wow.
We're going a lot longer than we normally go.
Yes, sir.
All right. Plug Day 5.
It was
Happy
welcome
belated
back to me.
People's
You know,
Miles,
I'm
regard
back.
to the panel.
Oh yeah, welcome back to for Jay Roman.
Clean
Facts.
on that thing.
Yeah, no doubt. So knowing that Miles just had a birthday yesterday and he's celebrating his birthday, definitely hit him up on the Cash App on the back end. You know, because he don't got to be here. He could be with his lady chilling. You know what I'm saying? He could be in some slippers and a robe, smoking a cigar on a balcony somewhere, but he here.
Nigga.
Dangle
I
time.
got you,
That's
Miles.
what I call it.
Nigga, that man. That's why I keep telling y'all, your masculine identity, man. You get that compatibility, man. You know, you find the women in your life that's gonna be. I'll just leave it at that, nigga. Like,
In fact, my bro, man, I got a younger brother, and they always talk to me about the game I taught them a little bit, right? They always call back, but he says, he take them on a long ride, like hey, let's just drive here to like something like 6 hours away. And he said, in that moment of time, if by the time I get back, I'll know if I'm compatible enough to kick it with you or not. So that ride that made and break a lot of people. Like, oh, this was fun. All right,
well, you mean like a long car ride?
Yep, just a long car ride because it's really not much to do. You listen to music and you're talking to each other. You just you sitting there. And he said, sometimes I just want to know if they can just be quiet.
Facts.
You got to find these things out.
And
You know what I'm saying? So,
hey, that's some of the realest shit, bro. That's some of the realest shit. That's why we tell cats, like, why are you trying to take for the first date? Why are you trying to take a woman out to a $300 dinner? Like, why are you trying to do all this extra crazy stuff? Why are you buying flowers and candy? You don't even know if she allergic to chocolate, nigga. Like, what are you doing?
Exactly.
Like, what are you doing? So it's like the simplest things be the best shit. And if a woman can sit in silence with you and still at the end of the night tell you she had a beautiful time, then that's how you know it's something there. Because it's like, if we gotta be doing something to be distracted from each other's presence, then that means we don't really like each other like that.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like taking a chick to a comedy concert or to a regular concert that you just met, which is some dumbass shit.
Dumb shit. That's why the movies don't work. Niggas try to take women to the movies on the first date.
Unless you're me. Then you can make it work.
Or me.
Nigga.
We had that movie stuff. We just
Let me tell you something. You know how beautiful going to the movies is for me? I still go to the movies by myself to this day.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For a woman to get a movie out of me, that means she's special because that's my Miles Cunningham time. For Miles Cunningham to escape into the world of whatever the hell I'm watching and just vibe and be me. So if I bring you along for that, trust me, you special. You get what I'm saying?
Bring you along, bring that big bag.
And to your point, and real quick, the phone lines are open for all you dudes.
Yo, if y'all trying to call in, stop playing.
Call in now. 919-647-9392. Call in. Don't be bullshitting. Call in now. You had all these fucking questions. Call in now.
Yeah. The whole show we just answer questions.
Y'all
dropping it right back to the theme of the show.
You know, y'all sitting in the dark for 2 hours, distracted from each other, and y'all supposed to be trying to get to know each other. Nah, you should be able to. You like a lot of dudes when there's silence on a date, they're like niggas get super nervous and afraid, like, oh my God, I'm not saying anything. She's not saying anything.
You know what they think? She's not interested. She don't
She's
like
not
it.
interested,
She don't like
right.
it. She's not enjoying herself. They start to get into their head and all this shit starts, all this anxiety starts to build up. Let me just say this real quick. Okay,
I
and
say
all of
pass
us
me
have
the
said
Chinese
this.
food.
Okay, this is nothing new. Miles has said this. Jay Roman, everybody from the Real Game No Theory podcast has said this individually. When you offer a date to a woman, you can call it a date, a meetup, a meet and greet, call it what you want. But all you're really doing is introducing women to something you would do with them without them being there.
Exactly.
That's what you're doing.
Right.
And you're basically inviting a woman into your territory or into your backyard, and you are introducing herself to just how you move. And part of the compatibility factor is she's appreciative of that and she actually is feeling it. Okay. And that's what makes the date, fun to the point where you could be like, hey, she's feeling me, I'm feeling her. Let's do this again next week. Where both of you mutually want to see each other going forward. That's the purpose of the purpose of the date. Ain't trying to fuck the chick. Now, if you're feeling each other enough, then a lot of times that would come up where you guys don't want it to end. She actually wants to go back to your spot. You go back to her spot or a hotel, motel, Holiday Inn, whatever the fuck you doing.
Right.
Okay. Moses. Come on, man. The number's on the screen, man. Y'all be making me mad with this shit. 919-647-9392. The fact that you're typing means that you're reading shit.
Right.
So come on, man. Read the number right there, man.
It might be
Y'all
too
make
small
this shit harder than what it is,
no,
man.
but
I don't like this.
the fact that I can enjoy what I was going to enjoy with by myself and still enjoy it while you're there, yeah, that was a good day right there because you did not mess up what I normally enjoy by myself.
Right. Exactly.
You messed that up,
and men gotta know how to enjoy shit for themselves, bro. You understand? You have to know how to enjoy shit for yourself. Because that's how you know you found the right woman or at least a compatible woman. You understand? Because you over there, all you really need to do is enjoy yourself. And if she happens to enjoy herself too, then you're compatible. It's the men who try their best to impress or do what a chick want to do that's always gonna fuck up in the end. Whereas like, oh well, what do you like? And instead of seeing Mission Impossible, let's go see Barbie because that's what I think a woman will want to see. Fuck out of here.
Oh hell no.
I'm going to see Mission Impossible every single time.
3 hours.
Bro,
and you do have guys that do that. They'll go see a chick flick with a broad, thinking that's what she would want.
All right, fine. All right, we got 908. 908, you on live with the Manhood is a Skill Set show. Name, age, city. What's up?
What's going on, guys?
What's going on, man?
Well, this is Moses. Sorry about that comment, but yeah, I appreciate you guys for all that you guys do. I just had a question. I have two. First one is, how do you screen a woman properly? Like if you see her in the street, you at the gym, at the park, wherever you meet her, or somebody like a friend of let's say your friend that's a girl puts you on with her friend. How do you screen her to properly know like if it makes sense to even continue to talk to her to get to the point of you taking her out with you?
Screen her?
Yeah, like to see like.
And you said this is a girl that's getting hooked up with you from mutual friends?
Yeah, mutual friends or somebody that you meet like just in person, like it's your first.
Well, see, I got news for you, brother. The date is the screening. Or unless you're gonna do like a mini date where if or you gotta do something. If y'all in the same friend group, then you need to hang out with it. Then if y'all in the same friend group, then why have you never hung out before?
You don't even have to go on a date.
You know what I'm saying? So if y'all hang out before, you know what I'm saying? If y'all all hanging out and you trying to quote unquote screen her, as you say, you know what I'm saying? Just pay a little bit more attention to her and see how y'all vibe. Like how old are you, bro?
26.
You 26? You damn near 30. Like you a grown ass man. You still live at home?
Yes.
Bro.
All right, cool. There's nothing wrong with that necessarily. Do you have a plan for not living at home?
Yeah, working on that.
Okay, good. What's the time span of your plan?
Well, before
What's the time span of your plan? Give me a time span. No explanations. A time span.
Like 2 years.
Like 2 years. So 2 years. So you
years?
still can't move out till you 28 or 29.
You plan on buying a house when you move out? Is that the thing?
2 years.
You trying to get your college degree?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you becoming you gonna end up with a doctorate? I hope.
Well, I'm in the healthcare field, physical therapy field. That's gonna take time, but after 2 years,
Okay, so physical therapy is a good field.
Job to move out.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, at least you have some type of plan. But anyway, and the reason why I asked, I was just trying to get an idea of your maturity level. But it's like, bro, like, what are you trying to screen? Like, what are you afraid of, or what are you trying
There
to
you go,
avoid?
Miles. I was gonna go there next. What are you afraid of?
I'm not really afraid of nothing, but it's just like
No. Caller. Here's what I need from you. I need honesty, bro. I need for you to look at yourself and be real. A person, if you were 100% confident about everything in life, there would be no reason to screen, sir. So you're screening a woman, so that means you are afraid of something, or there's something that you don't like about. There's some possibility that you want to avoid. So you don't have to call it being scared. You don't have to call it being afraid or whatever, but there is some type of detail or possibility that you're trying to avoid, which is why you're trying to screen the woman in the first place. So what is that thing you're trying to avoid?
I guess I'm working on my confidence with women just in general.
Okay. Caller. Caller. I'm gonna tell you why you want to screen her. I'm gonna tell you exactly why. And this is what Miles is getting at. The reason why you want to screen her before you actually offer a date is because you want to feel like you're wasting your money. Is that right?
Yeah, my time, my energy. Yeah.
No, your money. Say your money.
Yeah. Yeah.
So please say your money, because that's what it really is.
Yes.
Real quick, shout out to Eric for the $25 Cash App. He said, for Miles, bring back the free sample soap. It's amazing. Nigga, free sample. What are you talking about? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that. But shout out for the $25 Cash App. Go ahead, caller. Sorry.
But yeah, I don't mean to hold you up. But yeah, I'm working on my confidence, just working on a lot of things at this point.
But bro, if you're working on you, why are you screening the woman though? What does it have to? What does you working on your confidence have to do with the woman though, bro?
Doesn't have nothing to do.
Oh,
what do you want from her? What do you want from the woman? What do you want from her?
What I want from a woman, I would like to get to know her, and
for what?
I'm looking
for what?
I'd like to get a girlfriend in the future, or see if she's a potential wife in the future.
All right, hold on. And again, this is just to find out where your maturity and experience level is. You're 26 years old. How many sexual partners have you had in your life, sir?
Like 9.
9. Okay, so not that many. When was the last time you had a girlfriend or a relationship?
Been like a year or 2.
It's been like 2. So let's call it 3 years then, because you're a fucking liar.
I haven't had like a real girlfriend like that.
What do you mean? So this thing is a fake girlfriend? I mean,
yeah. So you haven't had a girlfriend, which is what you're looking for, in how many years, man? Be honest. Why the fuck do you guys call in just to lie?
I haven't had a real girlfriend. I'll be honest.
You've never had a real girlfriend
in your whole life.
So in your you're 26 years old. You never had a month or any, like, nothing. You never had any type of time where somebody considered you a boyfriend and them your girlfriend at all.
Like a couple months out of my life, yes, when I was in college. But just mostly like sexually, like we just hook up.
You just hook up and y'all called it exclusive because the sex felt good.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay, now caller, I want you to understand that, bro. You gotta if you're gonna take the time to call in, you might as well just be honest, bro. Stop with the lying, bro. We can't help you if you're lying.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. Don't let me explain something to you. What's gonna get you made fun of is the lying.
Mm-hmm.
If you're being honest, now we might have our own, like, damn, bro, but that's gonna be the extent of it, and then we're gonna proceed to talk to you about what you need to do. But like you said, when you're lying, that's gonna make niggas look at you funny. Like, come on, bro, don't do all that fucking lying. We're grown, man. You ain't gotta lie. Because nobody knows you personally. Nobody knows you. We don't know you. So once you get off this call, you're a stranger. No one's gonna remember you 2 weeks from now.
Right.
It's okay.
So just be honest, man. Go ahead, J. Roman.
No, do you lie to your friends too?
I guess I haven't been honest. Like when it comes to like my love life or women, like we talk about certain stuff, but you know, I don't like share, certain things. So I am learning how to be more like honest with myself and generally, and honest with people. Yeah.
Okay.
You ain't got to tell everybody your business, and
No. Before you continue, J.
good.
Roman, real quick. I think I caught something. I want to see if I'm right. Do you lie on your dick to your friends?
I have.
Yeah, you make up stories about sexual episodes with women to your friends.
I have one, but I have real experience as well.
No. That's great. That's great. But the fact that you had to
really
make up
9?
something at any point means that there's something going on in mentally with you, bro.
Well, growing up, I was a virgin until like college, so it's like people trying to like, oh, I did this, I did that, you want to fit in or whatever.
Right.
You don't have experience, but I'm getting over that because I've had real experience, so I don't have to do it.
Right.
I haven't done that.
Right, but you haven't. But so when was the last time? When was the last time you had sex?
Like a couple weeks ago. Like 2.
Okay, so how did you screen that girl that you fucked a couple weeks ago? If you're telling the truth.
I mean, I didn't. To be honest, that was different. I didn't screen her because I was an escort. Like.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Stop talking. Stop talking. When I'm talking about sex, I'm talking about like actual sex. You can be honest, but unless you live in the state of Nevada, you can't be really saying that, bro.
Well, Miles, the bigger question is, because he claimed he had sex with 9 women, how many of those women were paid participants?
I mean, we're like you said, I got
give a caller. He said how many? A question that has the words "how many" in it require a number as the answer. Okay. So you said you've been with 9 women.
We
how
already
many of
understand
them?
you're in
How
Nevada.
many of them were compensated for their time?
Well, in total.
No. Again, when a man says how many, the answer to his question must involve a number, not an explanation. You said you've had sex with 9 different females. How many of them were paid for their time, sir?
9 of them.
Oh, Jesus.
All of them?
All of them.
Every last one of them. You see how you see why these motherfuckers love to go through explanations and can't just give you a straight fucking answer? Because the reality of their life, the reality of their fucking life is something that they themselves don't want to fucking face. You see that?
See, let me just say this, caller, and this is what I want. I'm gonna pass it back to my bros real quick. I've got to say this real quick, caller. I want you to know, and I want everyone to know, the reason why we are so knowledgeable as to what we're talking about is because we have a lot of fucking experience. Meaning, we can not only have a conversation with women and see that they full of shit, but we can have a conversation with you niggas and see that you full of shit, because we pay attention to everything. How do you think I knew that you lied on your dick? Come on, man.
And caller, I hate to break it to you, bro, but I have to say this, and I have to be honest with you. You don't really have any experience with women, my brother. You have experience with escorts. You have experience with professionals. But if you've never organically spoken to a woman, found out that she liked you, and you and her were attracted to each other enough to engage in the activity of sex consensually, you don't have any experience with women, my brother. Do you understand that?
Well, yes. What I was gonna say was to when you're talking, so I'll let you talk. But in total, I've had experience with women outside of the escorts, in college.
Bro, stop. You said all of them were paid. If they were paid, it deletes all of what you think is experience, my brother. You have to understand that. Once there's money involved, you can't put money you can't inject money into the situation and call it an organic situation after that. From that point, it's not organic anymore. If you can't call the woman up and be like, yo, I want you. You need to come to my crib right now and suck this dick. And then she jumps in a car and runs over to your house just to do that. If she's not doing that, you've never experienced anything. Because if you have to say, hey, I just got paid. So I got like 200 for you. Could you come over and suck my dick? And then she's like, all right, I'll be there in 15. That's a transaction. That is not you having experiences with women.
So your experience with women in college was mainly dates?
It was mainly what?
Dates? Were they mainly dates?
Like I had real women from school that I met up with, and then we had they would come to my crib, we chill and kiss, whatever. Like I had a real experience.
But did you have sex though, bro? Did you have sex?
Yes, with real women outside of the escort. Yeah.
How many?
You just admitted you paid for 9 chicks, bro. Come on, man. This nigga still.
Okay, so caller, explain. Why did you say 9 escorts and then all of a sudden, I don't.
We asked you how many. You said 9 initially.
I've had real experiences with women in college before the escorts. And my bad for not saying that.
Oh, you're talking about outside of college?
No, outside of the escorts in college, before I had met up with the escorts, I've had experiences with women in college before I had sex with escorts. Real,
Okay, I don't. This nigga.
Yeah, you know what this guy is. He's suffering from. Did you go away to college? You were on a campus with a dorm.
I didn't go away. I commuted.
You commuted. Was there a campus with a dorm at the school that you went to?
No. Commuter.
Well, you're still in college now, right? So there's no issues then, right? Because it seems like in college you flourished.
Okay.
University.
Okay.
So at school and other situations.
Right.
So caller, and we've gotten so far down the rabbit hole with your bullshit. I forgot the original question. What was your original question?
How to screen women for
not just any woman, the homeboy's girlfriend's friend that's getting hooked up with him.
Okay, so you're talking about a social circle thing.
Screen her for a date because he doesn't want to waste his time.
Okay, there you go. I forgot all about that shit.
Yeah,
so caller, this is what I would suggest you do. Right? Offer a cheap date, not cheap because you're cheap, but a cheap date because she hasn't earned anything more than that. Do you drink?
Yes.
Okay.
He drinks.
Okay. Yeah. So just offer a date, like for instance, like what does he live at? Nevada? He said he lives in Nevada.
He has to. Today.
Let's just assume he lives in Nevada.
Okay, yeah.
We don't want the problem. Yeah, exactly.
I remember what he said.
He lives in Nevada.
So you visit Nevada often. Okay. Now, so just offer whatever your little watering hole is, a local bar. Me personally, caller, what I would do where you live at, if you are into live music or live bands, choose something that got a live band. Go get a drink or two with the young lady and have a conversation and take it from there.
I got a question for you, caller. How often do you see her when all you guys hang out?
Usually every week when we go to church.
So,
bro,
you've never taken the time to have a conversation?
And do you have her number?
Yes, I have her number.
Okay.
Okay. When did this start? When did this hookup trajectory start?
It was like I said, it was a couple. This is.
How long back does it go?
It's been
since
how long? What?
When was the first time your friend came to you and said, "Hey, such and such likes you. I'm gonna hook you up"?
It was like more than 2 years ago.
All right, call it.
I can't with this nigga.
You
I can't
you
with this
need
nigga no more,
call
bro.
it. Do you go to therapy?
This nigga said 2 years ago.
Okay. I think you might benefit from signing up for a therapist. So go to there is a website called turnercounseling.org. You might want to check that out. I'm gonna put it in it. I'm gonna put it in the private chat.
This
So
nigga said 2 years ago. He didn't say 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Which I would have been like, all right.
Listen, why do you think it's taking you so long to kind of to turn on?
That's a lifetime ago.
Yeah.
To turn on to this woman?
Are you afraid? Be honest. Call it. Be honest. That's the only way we can truly help you.
He's just taking it slow.
I'm naturally a shy person, but it's not that hard. And, I've had little conversations with her. So my thing is I just have to learn how to just like.
Okay, so it's been 2 years and you've had conversations. What's the screening for, bro?
Is she married now?
Well, my main thing, the other part of my question was talking about like women that I meet like on the street or in school or in the gym that I don't know.
No. You said a part of your question was, like when you're in a friend circle and somebody's trying to hook you up. That's what you said.
Bobby Trauma.
Friend of a friend, puts you on with their
Yeah, you said that. But you've known this girl for 2 years and you've had conversations. So why would you still need to, quote unquote, screen her?
You should already know her very well. In 2 years.
I should have not. Excuse me for putting that part in there. I meant to say that for women that you just meet, on the street, at the gym, at the park. That's what I meant to say.
Okay.
So how do you,
For women that you absolutely don't know, the first date is the screening, bro.
Hold
there
on.
you go.
Hold on.
It's really that simple.
Hold on, man. Listen, you're going back, and I don't know if you're trying to appease us by simplifying the question.
Right.
Or you are kind of trying to turn it a little bit. You mentioned that you were interested in this one girl.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know why you're taking it now to new women you meet.
Exactly.
Because your interest for new women, when you said you were trying to get a girlfriend, like you're trying to get a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you can't say down the line, I want a girlfriend, because that's what you want right now. Now, are you this woman that you talk to at the church, sometimes kind of, but kind of not? Is this somebody that you're interested in?
Yeah.
Okay. So are you comfortable with having weekly conversations with her?
Yes.
Okay. So after church, if it's not forbidden for church, I don't know what church you go to or religion, maybe you can invite her out for some ice cream.
There you go. Or a fucking Slurpee or
something. It don't have to be a full dinner. It don't have to be a full meal. We're not going to have you sitting in front of her for an hour. I don't know if you can take that conversation. But sit down somewhere and just have a conversation on today's sermon, how much you enjoy the week, what you got planned, and see if that could be a regular thing where y'all two just can sit and just have a conversation.
That's it.
You know what? I got a great idea. Call her. Where you live at right now, don't say where you live at, because we're pretending. Is it hot? Is it hot? Because it's been fucking 100 degrees across the whole United States damn near. Is it hot where you live at right now?
Yeah, it's hot as hell.
Okay, so what you can do is you can call her up and be like, hey, let's get together. I know this smoothie shop. Or this like smoothies food truck or whatever the fuck it is. Why don't you meet me there? We'll grab a smoothie and we'll talk.
Right. We'll beat the heat with a nice, cool smoothie.
Yeah, just there you go. And just do that. And then have a conversation and do your whatever it is you got to do then.
But call it the reason why I suggest therapy, Turner Counseling, please check it out. At least check it out. But all I'm saying is you seem to have an issue with your own identity, bro, because you lie a lot. and you change things around in the middle of a conversation. And I suspect that that's how you are when you talk to women too. And the reason why that is because you're not totally comfortable with the man that you are. So you have trouble really presenting to women. So what I hear when you ask how to screen a woman, what you're really trying to say is, how do I adjust who I am so I can be right for this woman?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're really saying. And that's not how it works if you're a man who knows who he is. A man who knows who he is behaves as he is, as he's comfortable being, and he's confident about that. And he's willing to accept whatever happens, whether it's a consequence or a subsequence or whatever you want to call it. He's willing to accept whatever happens as a result of him behaving the way that he behaves because he is who he is. That's really what it's all about. And you seem to have an issue with that directly. So that's what I'm saying. Maybe you should consider counseling because you're uncomfortable with yourself, bro.
Well, and I'll add this on top of that. And caller, pay attention before you respond to what Miles said. I know for a fact you have confidence issues, self-esteem issues. I bet you are insecure to one degree or another, and you lack self-assuredness. And the reason why I say all of that is because all the lying you was doing, and also the fact that you admitted to lying on your dick in front of your friends, because you want them to believe that you're someone that you're really not when it comes to dealing with women.
Does all of that make sense to you, caller?
Yeah, it makes sense.
All right. Well,
okay.
yeah. Check out the counseling, and if not, do like Jay Roman said. Just have conversations with the girl and go out with
don't
her.
Don't put too much pressure on yourself for a whole date and all this other stuff. Just start off with something simple.
Yeah,
but I will tell you this though: you live at home, but I like the fact that you seem to be more upfront and quicker with your answers when we asked you about your plan.
When it came to not dealing with women.
When it came not to dealing with the woman. And to me, that's good. What we're dealing with is your own personal outlook of yourself. And nobody can change that but you. So if you got a plan about staying at home, there's no reason to feel bad at that. So when the next person asks you, I'm staying at home because of this. This is what I'm doing. It's going to take about this long. And when your actions match up with that, that's a plan. So it doesn't matter where you're at. You got to be comfortable with who you are and where you're at and going from there.
That's facts. So caller, so go ahead and call up the young lady. Tell her you want to get a smoothie or something. But this is what I would tell you. Don't concern yourself with sex. Don't really worry about bringing that up. Just get comfortable with just having a regular conversation with women.
Right.
And then
especially
you can graduate to
where
the
you don't have to lie.
Yeah, do that. Don't worry about sex. Don't worry about that. Just have a regular conversation.
Unless she's a rehabilitated hooker. Don't bring that up.
All right, we appreciate you, brother. You take it easy, all right? All right, take it easy.
All right, man, take care of yourself.
Man, listen. All right, man. Look, I'm giving y'all niggas like another 60 seconds. If somebody don't call in 60 seconds, I'm out here, man.
Yeah, 60 seconds. If y'all nobody calls in 60 seconons, we all out this motherfucker.
We all cool, because that beats my time. Because I got 6 minutes. Until you fresh, we on.
There you go. Call in like right now. Not now, but you should be dialing as I'm talking. Call in.
You should be dialing as I'm talking, nigga. But yo, did you see that? 9?
Yeah.
Bro.
How many women were paid escorts? Well, but nigga, how many?
I had 3 in college. Were they beginning escorts? You just didn't have to pay for it.
Well, see,
I bet he only finger popped.
Were they your first John,
college, bro? He didn't have.
Yeah, I don't think he fucked in. And here's the thing. This is what I would say while we're waiting for a call. Y'all better call in. This is what I would say. When the vast majority of the women you had sex with were women you paid, you stunt your growth.
Facts.
As a man. You stunt your growth as far as your masculinity. You stunt your growth as far as masculine leadership. You stunt your growth as far as masculine identity. Shout out to the homie Miles. You stunt your growth as far as your mouthpiece. You stunt your growth as far as being transparent and authentic with women. All that shit impacts you if you spend the majority of your time only having sex with women you paid for. Because you're not learning anything about yourself. All you're doing is learning, I like my nut this way.
Mm-hmm.
I like for her to do this so I can nut this way. All you're learning is things you like sexually, but you're not really learning about yourself as a man when you do that shit.
Exactly.
Plus, ain't nobody got better conversation than somebody you paying.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, the conversation is endless. They just know what to
Oscar
say, make
award
you
women
feel.
performance.
Yeah,
Yes.
like their
They're gonna be acting like a
conversation
motherfucker.
is on point. So
I turned the phone lines off just so y'all know.
All right,
We're
that's
done.
good. All right then.
So, all right, we cool. We ain't got no questions. Y'all want to plug anything before we get out this motherfucker? I know one thing that we need to plug, though. I know one thing that we need to plug. You know what? I was gonna put up the joint for the Vegas, but the tickets are sold out. Never mind.
No, they
Can't
can
plug
get
that
still
no more.
live stream. They still get live stream
Oh, still
tickets
live
though.
stream?
You can still put it up.
But can I get it from here though? Can I get it from there?
Same place, same thing.
All right,
Same
live
thing.
stream. There you go. There you go, Miles. Go ahead and do your thing.
Yeah, we got you got the flyer, right? You put the flyer up.
Yeah, let me see if I got the flyer.
Yeah, guys, man, you can still get live stream tickets to Vegas, man. We're gonna be streaming live where you'll be able to see the keynote speeches. You'll be able to see the halftime show, which will be hosted by Grand Cam, where he's gonna interview. He's gonna interview cats at the event and ask them questions live, and then you also be able to witness the Q&A in real time as well. You understand? You won't be able to ask any questions. To ask questions, you got to be there in person. You got to make the effort to be there if you want to ask questions to the Game Kings. But you'll be able to see and hear the questions that other people ask, and you never know. It might be a question that you need to ask. You see what I'm saying? And you'll be able to get the answer. So make sure you get your live stream tickets, man. It's still gonna be a very life-changing experience. Like I said, to get and I heard you talking about it too, Zach. You know, to get all these people in the same room one time. That's history in the making, man.
Yes, you can.
You understand? And look, I'll say this too, because I don't believe in competition, right? So it's nothing for me to talk about another person's accomplishments. Shout out to Donovan Sharp, right?
Yep.
Because he did the CME last year, and he's also doing another one this year. I think it's coming up in October or November.
He's doing it in Miami, right?
Yeah. So shout out to him. But I need y'all to understand something. When I went to the CME, because I went with Lucario was speaking, and to see all those like heavy hitters in one room, like Fresh and Fit and Cooper Sterling and I'll be forgetting some of these dudes' names, but even Rolo Tomasi. You know what I'm saying? Like whether or not you agree. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Book of Alpharonomy.
They're still heavy hitters. Whether or not you agree with their talking points,
exactly,
they still carry weight.
Exactly. Donovan Sharp, like these men need to be respected. You may not agree because I don't agree with these niggas. I'll be straight with you. Yeah. I don't agree with most of these niggas because a lot of these niggas is red pill and all that other shit. So, and y'all know how I get down. But what I'm saying is, a man who puts in work has to be respected. And to be in the room with these different gentlemen, and we all respected each other. It wasn't no bullshit, because I know a lot of people love to fuel this whole thing about beefing because we don't agree. Niggas hate each other and we beefing and all. No, I met these men and we responded to each other as gentlemen, politely, shook each other's hand with respect, looked each other in the eye, had conversations, chopped up game, made moves, did different things, went to dinner with some of them. You get what I'm saying? And what I want to explain is that when like minds come together and all those energies collide into one space, it's a different feeling, bro. And it's something to be respected. You understand? It's something to be respected. So shout out to Donovan Sharp. Make sure y'all, for y'all cats who follow Donovan and the guys that he got on his docket, make sure y'all go get his tickets. Don't wait too long, because his shit might get sold out too. You see what I'm saying? So I implore you guys to still get live stream tickets to the Game Kings 2 Vegas seminar. You know what I'm saying? It's still going to be a great experience. So make sure you guys do that.
And real quick, to his point, these people are here for the betterment of men. Yeah, all of them are.
Facts.
All of them. Coach Greg Adams, all of them are. Now, I might not necessarily agree with the way they facilitate their information,
right,
or the way they do it, but there's more than one way to skin a cat.
Right.
Okay. We just have a particular way that we do our thing. They have a particular way that they do their thing. It is what it is. Jay Roman, you want to speak on something before we bounce, fam?
Nah, I'm just listening to y'all, man. It's exciting, man, to see what people got going on. Excited for Vegas, and like I say, both could be right. Like, people speak to different people,
right?
So maybe they speak to the people that kind of understand it and can improve their lives. The main goal is you need to self-improve yourself and improve your life and get better. And whoever you connect to that's doing that makes you do that, then great.
Right.
Go
it's about
from there.
whose information is the most relatable and how you relate to them. On that note, like the video. Miles' birthday weekend. Free to cash up him on your own.
Birthday.
Yeah.
We out tomorrow. Real Game of Theory 11. Sex Show Tuesday. We out.
All right.